We received a lot of emails saying that if William Latson was not Black, you wouldn't have voted the way you did. Frank, it doesn't matter to me whether Will Latson is Black or whether he's not. He didn't do his job.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the Get Up and Go Show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
And it is 6:08 on the Get Up and Go Show. Bonnie's on vacation. They call him Phil. That's who's actually sitting in this morning in place of Bonnie, and it's going to be a good show.
You're not a nice person.
Well, I am a very, very nice person. I will tell you that much.
I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life.
That's right. I'm the happiest I have ever been, without a doubt.
Good morning, world.
Yeah, we say good morning, world, and good morning to you and yours, and welcome into the program. Phil, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty darn good
It's
this
a
morning.
Tuesday. It's election day.
Yeah.
Did you vote?
I did that last week.
Did you?
Yes.
I did that months ago.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I voted that I'm still king of the house.
Oh, we went to the Jupiter, what do you call it, community center and did it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? In
Yeah.
public, no less, huh?
Yeah,
Wow, you did it there in public.
absolutely.
Okay, that's what most
Yeah,
people usually
we had our
do.
mask. Everybody was social distancing.
Never mind. It just flew right over your head.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I
Okay,
just
just
ignored
wanted
it.
to make sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, the day has come. It's
Yes.
November the 3rd. It's election day. Who are you going to vote for? Well, I don't care. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, right?
Don't care. I'm not going to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. But I will say this much. We have a very special guest on the program later this morning. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famer himself,
Yeah.
Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
He's going to be on the show today.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I like me some Alice Cooper.
We're going to talk a little politics with him. And I normally don't talk politics, but
It's
that
Alice
was the
Cooper, though.
that was the prerequisite of the interview. They said that we have to talk about what he wants to talk about. So I've got some questions that I'm going to ask Alice Cooper.
Sweet.
And if you don't know who Alice Cooper is, you've been living under a rock for quite
you
some
should play
time.
you should play one of his tunes, just kind of give an idea of who Alice Cooper is for some folks.
School's Out for Summer.
Oh, great song.
There's the classic one that everybody knows. School's Out for Summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that, he did that on the Muppet Show one time.
Did he really?
And it was awesome.
Okay.
It was so awesome the way they did it. It was better than a music video.
Okay.
So,
If you want to call the show this morning, we welcome your phone calls at 220-9788. 220-WSTU. The Big Air Show is going to be happening this Saturday and Sunday,
yeah.
and I'm going to make a very rare public appearance. In fact, this will be my first appearance for the radio station since I started here.
Nice.
I'm going to be out at the Stuart Air Show on Sunday from
Sweet.
9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in our booth. And I would love to meet you.
Would you now?
Yeah.
I might be going too, I think. I think I am.
Yeah,
gonna
you
go.
are
Yeah,
going.
Yeah.
It's not mandatory that you be there.
No.
But I'd
I'll-
love for
I'll
you to be there.
You know.
People can meet Phil.
Or
Who's this? Who's this?
This tall dorky guy.
Who's this
out there.
Putz?
Yeah, this Putz.
Who's the guy?
Now, is that a Yiddish word too, Putz?
Yeah, Putz.
All right, just checking.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, there's another word. It's called schmuck.
Schmuck, I know.
But
very
you're not
well.
you're not a schmuck.
Schmuck. You
No.
know who used to do that was Steve Allen.
Just make sure and wear your schmata
Schmuck.
on
schmuck,
Sunday. Wear your schmata on Sunday.
Schmuck.
If you don't know what schmata is, ask Marcel.
I'll ask him.
Ask Marcel what a schmata is.
Schmata.
Or we could call him right now.
No, he's sleeping.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's sleeping.
What time's he sleep till?
Oh, probably until about 1 o'clock.
What?
Oh yeah, man, he's 87, retired. Man, he don't care. He'll sleep all morning and then
Sleeps till 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
absolutely.
Wow.
I don't blame him.
Okay.
I don't blame him. I would too if I could.
Wow. Okay.
Wouldn't you?
Well,
You don't sleep though.
no, I don't. I went to bed last night. You called me at like 7.
30.
Hold on. I'll tell you the exact time that you called me. Okay. The exact time. And by the way,
Yeah.
that's what, read that right there. What he wrote. Okay. See? Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. No
Oh,
problem.
no wonder that answers that question.
Yep. That answers the question.
Yes.
So I get a call last night from Phil.
Yes, you did.
And the time of the phone call was at 7:37. Now, mind you, I'm prepping to go to bed. Okay.
Yeah.
And you call me at 7:37.
Yes.
I have my nightcap on,
You wear a nightcap.
my nightgown, my nightcap.
Is it frilly?
It looks like a Santa hat.
Yeah.
It's got the little ball on the end of it.
Sweet.
And I'm walking around in my bedroom and my phone rings. And my wife just looks at me. She goes, "Yeah, it's probably Phil." They call him Phil.
They call me Phil.
So I talk to you and then I go to bed. I'm in bed at 8 o'clock. I eat my 2 gummies.
Your vitamins?
Yeah, my vitamins.
Your vitamins.
No, my melatonin. That's
Okay.
supposedly supposed to help me sleep.
Okay.
Eat my melatonin.
Oh, you have a gummy form of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I get in bed. And now, mind you, I can only fall asleep laying on my right side, facing the left,
Yeah.
which is, the left side of the bed, which is the side my wife sleeps on.
Gotcha.
Now, we have this huge king size bed.
Do you?
Yeah. The wife says that I hog the bed and she has this much room. Look what I'm showing you. This much room. I don't lay straight. I lay like this.
Yeah.
Or sometimes like this.
Yeah.
Like I'm parallel parking a car.
Okay.
So the wife hardly has any room in a king size bed by the time she comes to bed at night.
Sweet.
Now, not last night, but the night before was quite interesting. I informed my wife yesterday that the night before she was having a full-blown conversation while she was sleeping. Funniest thing in
My
the world.
wife does that too.
But see, the thing is, I couldn't understand the words she was saying.
Well, so it was like some kind of like
It was-
demon possession talking
It
there.
kind of
or-
went like this. Yeah. So I said to her yesterday, I'm like, you realize you had a conversation while you were sleeping last night?
Yeah.
She just looks at me and busts out laughing. Yeah, she was having a full-blown conversation. Don't know who she was talking to, but I wished I was like coherent enough to grab my cell phone and videotape it.
And you didn't
It
though.
was the funniest crap I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. It was hilarious.
Now, do you have like any habits while you're sleeping? Like you realize you have your like your arm over your face or anything like that? Or because I do. It's usually on my right side, and then I wake up with a headache in the morning because
Well,
I
I
have
have-
this dead
have-
weight on my
I have
face.
lots of habits when I sleep.
You know, I got in trouble with that one time.
Yeah.
This was good Lord,
Yeah.
probably about 15 years ago.
Okay.
This is back in the day where I lived in Palm Beach Gardens, and
Okay.
I had to be in bed by 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in those days, and
Okay.
was sleeping. My wife's watching TV, and
Who said you had to be in bed by 8 o'clock?
Well,
Is that a
because-
cardinal rule or something?
Well, no, I had to be at work like at 6 in the morning.
Okay.
In those days, so
All right.
I got up around 4,
Right.
stuff like that. So And while I was sleeping, I did a little, kept on, doing a little sound effect there.
Okay.
And she started punching me in the back because I'm just ripping them
Oh,
while she's watching TV.
okay.
Yeah, she did not like that.
Did she think it was part of the TV show?
I know she was probably watching CSI back then.
Wow.
She was big into CSI.
So the wife was having a full blown conversation last night
Yeah.
or the night before.
Yeah.
And then, no, I can't throw my wife under the bus anymore. I can't do this. I can't because I got to live with the woman.
Okay.
So, by the way, I meant to tell you, I started putting up Christmas lights around the house.
No, you said that yesterday on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about it.
Yeah, they were on last night again.
Really?
Yeah, I left them plugged in
Okay.
so everybody could see.
The
Everybody looks at me and they said, neighbor says to me, he says, please tell me you're not going to turn those on and be like Walmart and start early. I'm like, oh yeah, they'll be on tonight.
Oh, my wife's already started decorating inside of the house.
Has she really?
Oh yeah.
For Christmas?
She does not play games. By
Oh,
Thanksgiving
wow.
Day, she will be done.
Okay, now
Yeah.
that gives me some insight to put my tree up today.
Yeah, oh, and there'll be we have 3 trees.
We have like 7 or 8 trees.
We have 3.
Well, we're not going full blown out this year just because we're not having our annual holiday gala
Yeah.
because of COVID. So we decided that after 10 years, we're taking a break. Now, for the last 10 years, we've entertained at our home at the holiday time. We open our doors to everybody and anybody. One year, there was a story that made the newspaper about that Santa Claus was going to be at my house visiting children. And these people that I had never seen before
yeah.
walked in my front door.
Wow.
Didn't know who they were. They just walked in, little family, mama, papa, and the little chickadees.
And
Walked in the front door.
They held you up at gunpoint and took your money.
No,
No. Okay.
they just came in the front door.
Sweet.
I looked at my wife. I says, "They with you?" No. She says, "They with you?" I'm like, "No." So apparently they misconstrued the article that was in the paper that was written about our home because, we go all out with the lights and everything at Christmas time.
Yeah.
So, they made it out in the paper to be like, it's an open house. Anybody can come. On the inside, they didn't fail to write it correctly that the outside is what you can go and visit and not the inside. So, and we had like tons of food. We had like 50, 75 people over. And here comes this little family walking in the front door, had no idea who they were.
Did you even introduce yourself to them or anything?
No, I
No?
turned them right back around and marched them right back out of my house.
You kicked them out, huh?
I did.
I
I was a Grinch. I don't want strangers in my house
But you just said you open it to everybody and everybody.
that I know.
Okay. Well, you got to specify
Well, I'm sorry I didn't.
that.
Okay. So that's what happened.
well,
So I kicked him out.
you should let your dog gnaw on them for a
No,
while.
that's all right. But I did let him visit Santa real quick.
So you weren't that much of a Grinch
No.
then. Okay, well that's
No.
good.
No.
Yeah, the neighbors are already going. My next door neighbor goes, "Wow, she's already starting," and I go, "Yeah." Says literally by Thanksgiving, she will have the indoor and the outdoor part of the house all ready to go for Christmas. And and Thanksgiving, when everybody comes over to have turkey, by the way, deep fried turkey.
Okay.
And,
My wife won't. Well, never mind. I can't. I just. My wife is not cooking this year for Thanksgiving.
yeah. Okay.
She's not cooking this year.
Okay.
She's taking a pass.
So what are you gonna do?
We'll probably just
honey
order.
baked ham?
Yeah,
or
we'll
something
probably
like that?
just order everything in.
That's cool.
Yeah, we'll order everything.
That's cool. Why not? But I deep fry my turkey.
Okay.
That's the best.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Want to say good morning to Dan Como,
Hi, Dan.
former athletic director from Treasure Coast High School. He is watching the program this morning, and we thank you for tuning in. Also, my cousin down in Miami, Michael Cooperman. Want to say good morning to you, Michael.
Hi, Mr. Cooperman.
He's watching also.
What's the
And
name?
of course, Lakeisha's up bright and early.
Lakeisha.
She's watching on the Facebook page.
By the way, she has great heels.
What?
I've seen her heels. She has great heels, man. Those things are like those big like 4-inch heels.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about her feet.
No, I wasn't talking. Ask Fredo about that.
All right. Very
Yeah.
good. 6:21 right now. Time to go to the news desk where Phil is standing by with the headlines. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, Evan. Safety and security are top of mind today as Florida voters head to the polls on Election Day.
The poll workers will be wearing masks, face shields, disposable gloves. They have been asked to wipe down all of the common touch points and to maintain social distancing.
Miami-Dade Supervisor of Elections Christina White says that unlike during the early voting period, you must go to your designated precinct today, and you must be in line by 7 p.m. to have your ballot counted. Election Day 2020 is here. It's been 20 years since Florida voters learned about dimpled, pregnant, and hanging chads, but that won't happen again.
Since 2000, voting rules are pretty much standardized across Florida, and thanks to all the early and in-person voting, most ballots have already been cast.
Florida works. I mean, as long as you follow the law. 2018, they found 95,000 ballots after election night in my race, but they didn't follow the law. If you follow the law, the system works in Florida.
Senator Rick Scott has proposed legislation so all states would have to report results quickly, like Florida. How far that bill goes may depend on which party controls the Senate after these ballots are counted. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Election officials recommend that voters review their sample ballot before heading to the polls to cut down on the time it takes to vote. And law enforcement reminds voters that harassing, intimidation, and threatening will not be tolerated. A lot can be accomplished when people work together. That's what a local nonprofit and hundreds of volunteers proved over the weekend, giving a deserving family of 8 in Stuart a 48-hour room renovation. WPTV's Treasure Coast reporter Megan McRoberts has the story.
And they're still have work to do.
A walk around Billy Leibner's backyard looks a lot different now than it has for years.
19 years.
He's lived here a long time with his wife, their 6 kids, and 2 dogs.
It was going to be our starter house.
Over time, things around the house needed work.
Our shed out back is just ready to fall down. Our ceiling was sagging real bad.
But this year, home repairs were far from a priority for the Leibners.
At the end of January, we found out that our 6-year-old girl at the time was diagnosed with lymphoma.
Their young girl, who loves butterflies, has spent months in the hospital this year and will go through 2.5 years of chemo. A sterile, safe home had never been more important.
Single income family of 8. If I'm not working, it makes it challenging to fix up the trailer, for example.
But a mutual friend reached out to the nonprofit 25 United, which immediately wanted to help.
Well, initially it was going to be, as I said, a pressure wash and then paint the exterior of the house.
But that turned into a weekend overhaul. Hundreds of volunteers converging on the home.
Just the outpouring of people. You couldn't drive down this road. I mean, there's so many people.
Fixing the septic, updating the kitchen, bathrooms, and creating a more functional layout for the large family. And putting in special touches outside, like rebuilding the shed, creating a vegetable garden for the kids.
Hidden in everywhere are the types of plants that the butterflies like.
One less stress for a family facing their hardships this year with lots of extra support.
To see unity is just a blessing.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Layers of epoxy and stone have been applied to the Roosevelt Bridge's southbound span to help stop water seeping it through the cracks, which was a contributing factor of corrosion on the tensions. The same process eventually will be done on the northbound span. Sealing these will be stopped and the water getting in, said Gary O'Reilly, District Secretary of the Florida Department of Transportation. That resolves that from our perspective. The Southeastern Conference has fined Florida football coach Dan Mueller $25,000 for his role in the benches clearing brawl against Missouri. The league also issued a half-game suspension for Missouri linebacker Chad Bradley and offensive lineman Dan Spencer. Each of them will sit out the first half of Missouri's next game against number 5 Georgia on November 14th. The time now is 6:26. Stay tuned. We have traffic and weather together coming up next.
$6:27 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Phil. Bonnie's on vacation. Time for traffic and weather together. All brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Phil?
Florida Highway Patrol reports right now that all the major highways are clear. There is a little bit of construction, though, towards the Jupiter area. So make sure you plan that on your travels. And that's a look at traffic. Right now, it's 72 degrees here in Stuart, and it's mostly cloudy. And now here's WPTV with the latest look on the weather.
Happy Election Day, my sunshines. It's a cool, crisp morning in South Florida. Temperatures starting off in the mid-60s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs in the mid-70s, partly sunny skies, comfortable with less humidity and breezy northeast winds. Rain chances only at 10% for today. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, mainly dry with a few passing showers. By the end of the work week, the humidity starts to creep back in and temperatures return to their seasonal average. Highs back to the low 80s. Isolated showers possible with breezy east winds. Over the weekend, tropical moisture will move into the area. Scattered showers and storms possible through early next week. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Hi, I'm Miss Ballotbox with a public service announcement on where I want you to stick it. First, follow my directions and fill it all the way out. Remember to go nice and slow until you're finished. Oh yeah. Don't forget to lick the envelope and put your stamp on it. Next, since it's too late to mail, I want you to drive it right to my polling face. Put it right in my ballot box. Yes, insert it right there. But be careful. I don't want you to slide it in the wrong slot. Congratulations. You just satisfied my constitution. And thanks for performing your civic duty.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so I wonder if I hope ballot boxes aren't really like that when people
Hold
go
on.
and
I
vote.
need something cold to drink
Yeah,
after
you
that. Good
definitely need
Lord.
something cold to
So
drink.
today's drink is
Yeah, what are
Bang.
you drinking today?
I'm drinking Bang.
Bang?
After that bit. Yeah,
What is
Bang.
what is Bang?
It's another energy drink, and it's no sugar, and
Okay.
it's key lime pie flavor. Yes,
Is it good?
it's very good. It
I
tastes
had
like
my
a key lime.
I had my yogurt and applesauce this morning, and then at 10 o'clock I'll put in my Pop-Tart and have my orange juice.
That was good.
Okay, I'm glad it was.
Oh, by the way, Wednesday, since we're doing Phil's taste test on
Yes.
Wednesday,
Yes. What are you going to be tasting Wednesday?
Lay's potato chips hot sauce flavor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lay's potato chips hot sauce flavor.
Yes, it just came out.
Okay.
So,
And of course, later on today in the program, you're going to have your world famous top 10.
yes, and it's part 2 of the trilogy for elections.
Oh,
So-
okay.
And I won't get into the category yet.
All right.
But, it's going to be fun as
It's gonna be
always.
good.
Of course it is.
It's always good.
It's Phil's top 10
It's always going to be
from
good.
the home office of Yeehaw Junction, Florida.
That's right. It's always going to be
And
good.
they're talking about moving
Oh,
the home office.
really? To where?
Saskatoon,
Maybe. Transylvania?
maybe
Mudlick,
Centralia, Pennsylvania.
How about
or something.
Mudlick, Kentucky?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be a great one. That'd be a long road trip. Let's do some viral videos. Well, there's a viral TikTok video about a college girl who forgot to change the totally inappropriate title for her midterm paper before submitting it online. It's titled, quote, "Stupid effing paper that has no meaning." And the F word was not edited.
Really?
Yeah. Her roommate filmed her crying as she realized what she had done. Let's listen.
What'd you do? You like resubmit something on Blackboard? This is not funny. I'm so sad. This is my
She is totally tripping out. Big time.
Well, what do you expect? You put something like that as your title,
Yeah.
and that's what you get.
But it's going viral.
Okay, but still, she's more upset that the report got rejected because of that. Well, gee, that's what you get. That's
Well,
you know,
You know what they say? You play with fire,
you get burned.
thank you.
Yeah, man.
All right. So this guy's time-saving technique. You got to quit stealing Fredo's lines, by the way.
I know. I love stealing Fredo's
You
lines.
got to quit stealing his lines. This guy's time-saving technique for cutting carrots is very efficient, but very gross. He stands over a blender and takes quick bites of a carrot and then spits those bites into the blender jar before turning it on.
All right.
Think about that.
Okay, I got it. I got the
You got the
visual,
visual?
in my head now. Let's take a look at this and see.
Okay. It
Yeah.
won't play. Yeah, it's
Here we
just-
go again.
It won't play.
We build it up and then
Yeah, no, it won't play. It's
yeah.
just sound. That's all it is.
Boy.
But it just won't play. So moving on to the next video. There's a girl who thought it would be funny to surprise her mom about the upcoming full moon by dropping her pants and shooting her mother a full moon. But the joke's actually on her because her mom takes one look and she says, quote,
yeah.
well, I'm just going to play the video. You'll listen. There's a girl walking down the stairs. Okay. She's got the camera guy behind her.
Mom, did you hear the news? There's a full moon out tonight. Oh, stop it.
Listen.
Your butt's all broken out. You better do something about that.
The mom tells her daughter on the live stream, your butt's all broken out. You better do something about that. Nothing like having pimples on your arse.
You play connect the dots, I guess.
I don't know, but wow.
That's what Sharpies are for.
I would be devastated if my mom or dad ever said that on a live video.
Yeah, right.
Seriously.
Wow. Yeah, you don't do that. If you think, you got a crater on your butt, don't show it off.
A crater.
Yeah, a crater.
Okay.
Or
I have no craters.
you don't have no craters on your butt.
My bum is like a baby's bum. It's very smooth.
I thought it was be like a hairy yeti or
No,
something like that.
No, my bum is very smooth.
Is it smooth?
My wife thinks I have a very cute bum.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got the pancake. I'm in the pancake club.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right. So it's time to give away. I've got plenty of these. I'm gonna do another one here. All right. I'm gonna give away a pair of tickets to the air show.
Sweet.
I'm feeling generous.
Are you?
Yeah. I want to give away a pair of tickets to the air show. Look, it's daylight out at 6:36. That's crazy.
I don't like this time change.
No, I don't.
Because it's dark now before 6 o'clock.
All right. So we're gonna do the same thing we did yesterday.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a pair of tickets away to the air show, but you have to sound out a couple of words that I'm saying. So I'm going to give you an example and read one, and let's see if you can get it, Phil, and then we'll read one for the tickets.
All right.
And all you got to do is be the first person to call and guess, and we'll give you a pair of tickets. These have a $60 value.
Now, if you already won one, you can't win again.
Yeah,
right?
you can't win again.
Okay, just checking.
Just like John won yesterday.
Yes.
All right. So here we go. Ace ain't Barnard. Oh, Ace ain't Barnyard.
Say it again.
A Saint Bernard.
A Saint Bernard.
Right. That's it. A Saint Bernard.
Yes.
Right. All right.
I got my
that was
hooked
easy.
on phonics. Yeah. I know.
Okay. So it was Ace and Ain't and Barnyard.
Okay.
Ace ain't Barnyard.
Okay. So now we're gonna pick one, and we're gonna have someone call in.
Well, I'm gonna read one more and see if you can get it.
Okay.
All right.
Go.
We knit train sippors.
Wait, say that again.
We knit train sip oars.
Oh, I don't know that one.
We knit train. We need. Well, all right. we need train sip oars.
When it rains, it pours.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Very good.
Okay. It took me a second, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I'm slow over here.
That's the premise.
Sweet.
All right. So here we go.
Okay.
This is for a pair of tickets. Be the first person to call in the tickets. 220-9788. It's for a pair of tickets to the Stewart Air Show.
Stewart.
Happening over at Witham Field. All right. I'm gonna read it.
All right, go.
Or should I make them call first?
I would make them call first.
Okay.
To make sure, we have to talk to them for a second,
Yeah.
get them all loosened up and,
All right.
and ready to go.
All right. So if you want to take a chance to win a pair of tickets to Stewart Air Show,
Stewart,
give us a call, 220-9788, 220-WSTU. Give us a call. If you're watching on Facebook, we don't care what you're doing. If you're in the shower, if you're just waking up, if you're listening to us on Alexa.
Now, if you sing in the shower for us, you might get them just doing that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. If you could jump in the shower and sing in the shower, we'll give you a pair of tickets also, whichever comes first. We'd have to hear the water running.
We have, yeah.
Got to hear the water running.
Bonnie was in the hot tub yesterday, so what you
got to hear the water running.
Yeah.
All right.
That was awesome.
220-9788. God help me if this really happens.
Yeah, right.
Phil, did you know that 83% of us will eat a meal outside the house at least once this month?
Oh, yeah, I believe that. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
normal.
Yeah,
that's normal.
When was the last time you ate out? Oh, no.
I want to say 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Did you know the average person now gets gray hair 4 years sooner compared to 40 years ago? Did you know that?
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Did you know it's estimated that 7 million pennies, 1 cent, are discarded every single day? 7 million pennies.
I found a penny the other day and actually threw it away.
Did you really?
I don't know why.
You're going to be short 1 penny at the store one day.
No, it wasn't that. I found it like where was that? It was at Walmart.
Okay.
And I found it and I put it in my pocket. And
All
then
right.
I think when I cleaned out my pockets, I just threw it away.
I guess nobody wants these air show tickets.
I guess not.
Wow. I'm going to keep them for myself.
Okay.
Because I need to go.
Oh, do you?
Well, yeah, I need to go.
Well, you said you're going to make a personal appearance.
Oh yeah, I'm going to make a personal appearance.
So I guess you need tickets to get in,
Yeah,
right?
I need tickets to get in. So I'm giving away my tickets.
Are you now?
Yeah. So if you want to go to the air show, give us a call. I got free tickets, but you have to earn them. 220-9788. 220-WSTU. Ouch.
What'd you do?
I'm picking a callus on my hand.
Come on.
All right. Did you know
weren't picking your
that
bunions or anything?
No. Did you know that according to GQ magazine, the average male will lie about 6 times on a first date? 6 times on a first date. You ever lied on a date? On a first
absolutely.
Date? Did you really?
Oh, absolutely. I
Okay.
have. It's a guy thing, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on one second.
All right.
WSTU, hold on, please.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. WSTU, hold on, please.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, we got calls.
Nice.
Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Phil. Who's this?
This is Tom.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
What's up, Tom?
Good.
All right, Tom. So you up for the challenge?
Oh, I don't know what the challenge is. I just turned the radio on.
All right. So we're giving away some air show tickets. So I'm going to read kind of like a metaphor of words, and you have to actually put it into a sentence. And if you get it right, you'll win the tickets.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. My other line hung up. Okay. Here we go. Taken Dal nap egg.
I'm not sure on that one.
Taken Dal nap egg.
Bacon and eggs?
Oh, you're close. You got one of them right. You got one of them right. All right. I'll tell you what it is, and then we'll give you another one. That was taken down a peg. Taken Dal nap egg. Yeah, taken down nap egg.
Okay.
So it sounds like taking down a peg.
Gotcha.
All right. So I'm going to give you another one. Okay. Let me get rid of this one. This is for a chance. I'm going to give you 3 chances. Okay. All right. Here we go. Where are you calling from, by the way?
Palm City.
Okay. Cool. What are you doing up so early anyway?
Oh, working.
All right.
Working on a golf course.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Sweet.
Which hole are you on?
Number 9.
Oh, that's my last name. What a coincidence. Very good. All right.
Number 9.
He's on number 9.
I thought it'd be the 19th hole.
No, that's a place that you go and eat.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Thick Howardly line.
Oh,
Thick Howardly line. What is it?
The cowardly lion?
Yes, correct. You got it right. Very good.
Yay. Hit the applause. Yay.
Yeah, you're a boss. You got it.
All right.
Congratulations.
Now you get to go to the Stewart
Now
Air
you get
Show.
to go to the Stewart Air Show.
All right.
Have you ever been to the air show before?
Yes, quite a bit.
Okay, very good. Well, I've got a pair of tickets for you. Excuse me. They're good either on Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
All right, what's your first and last name?
Tom. Last name Soles. Soles.
All right, very good. Tom, what I'm going to do is I have the tickets here in the studio. Do you know where we're located at?
Yeah, before the Roosevelt Parade.
Right, exactly. Who doesn't know where we're located? Everybody knows where the radio station is.
Yeah, right.
If you want to swing by one morning, we are here.
I think he's in a hot tub.
Yeah, sounds like you're in a hot tub or something. Are you hanging out with Bonnie or what?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll have the tickets here in studio. I get here about 5 in the morning, and I'm here till today. I'm going to be here till 11 a.m. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'll be here till 10 a.m. And Thursday, I will be here till 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
So just swing by. I've got your name on these tickets, and we hope you enjoy the air show, courtesy of your friends here at WSTU.
All right. Well, thanks a million.
No problem. We'll see you soon. Take care. And
Congratulations.
just please, for safety purposes, wear a mask when you come in the door, if you would, please.
You got it. Thanks again.
Thanks, brother. Have a great day.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Sweet.
There you go.
All
There's
right.
our winner. Look at that. It wasn't that hard, was it?
No.
See, it's pretty simple. 6:45 right now. The Get Up and Go show with Evan and Phil. Bonnie is currently on vacation, and she will be back
In a hot tub.
Yes. Maybe we'll get her to call in again. Who knows? Anyway, let's go to the news desk. Here's Phil.
In Palm Beach Gardens, Laura Trump, who is the wife of the president's second son, Eric Trump, spoke to supporters about how important it is for everyone to get out and vote on Tuesday. And she also talked about the president's plans for his next term if elected. Make sure that people understand that they can't stay at home this election, Laura Trump said. We're already seeing record turnouts in early voting, absentee and mail-in voting across the country. Here in Florida, Florida is a must-win state. It's the president's home state, and we would really like another win here. Layers of epoxy and stone have been applied to the Roosevelt Bridge southbound span to help stop water seeping through the cracks, which was a contributing cause of corrosion on the tensions. The same process eventually will be done to the northbound span. Gary O'Reilly spoke Friday afternoon during a tour of the southbound span, which has been closed since June 16th, when a crack and concrete was falling from the underside where it was discovered. It was determined that the steel tensions in the area of the southbound span, which is less than 25 years old, had corroded. The tendons helped the tensions the selected areas. Safety and security are top of mind today as Florida voters head to the polls on Election Day.
The poll workers will be wearing masks, face shields, disposable gloves. They have been asked to wipe down all of the common touch points and to maintain social distancing.
Miami-Dade Supervisor of Elections, Christina White, says that unlike during the early voting period, you must go to your designated precinct today, and you must be in line by 7 p.m. to have your ballot counted. Election Day 2020 is here. It's been 20 years since Florida voters learned about dimpled, pregnant, and hanging chads, but it won't happen again.
Since 2000, voting rules are pretty much standardized across Florida, and thanks to all the early and in-person voting, most ballots have already been cast.
Florida works. I mean, as long as you follow the law. 2018, they found $95,000 after election night in my race, but they didn't follow the law. If you follow the law, the system works in Florida.
Senator Rick Scott has proposed legislation so all states would have to report results quickly, like Florida. How far that bill goes may depend on which party controls the Senate after these ballots are counted. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Election officials recommend that voters review their sample ballot before headed to the polls to cut down on the time it takes to vote. And law enforcement reminds voters that harassing, intimidation, and threatening will not be tolerated. A lot can be accomplished when people work together. That's what a local nonprofit and hundreds of volunteers proved over the weekend, giving a deserving family of 8 in Stuart a 48-hour home renovation. WPTV's Treasure Coast reporter Megan Roberts has the story.
And they're still have work to do.
A walk around Billy Leibner's backyard looks a lot different now than it has for years.
19 years.
He's lived here a long time with his wife, their 6 kids, and 2 dogs.
It was going to be our starter house.
Over time, things around the house needed work.
Our shed out back is just ready to fall down. Our ceiling was sagging real bad.
But this year, home repairs were far from a priority for the Leibners.
At the end of January, we found out that our 6-year-old girl at the time was diagnosed with lymphoma.
Their young girl, who loves butterflies, has spent months in the hospital this year and will go through 2.5 years of chemo. A sterile, safe home had never been more important.
Single income family of 8. If I'm not working, it makes it challenging to fix up the trailer, for example.
But a mutual friend reached out to the nonprofit 25 United, which immediately wanted to help.
Well, initially it was going to be, as I said, a pressure wash and then paint the exterior of the house.
But that turned into a weekend overhaul. Hundreds of volunteers converging on the home.
Just the outpouring of people. You couldn't drive down this road. I mean, there was so many people.
Fixing the septic, updating the kitchen, bathrooms, and creating a more functional layout for the large family. And putting in special touches outside, like rebuilding the shed, creating a vegetable garden for the kids.
Hidden in everywhere are the types of plants that the butterflies like.
One less stress for a family facing their hardships this year with lots of extra support.
To see unity is just a blessing.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
NFL team owners already had approved a plan to expand the postseason to 14 games beginning with the 2020 season. Now that's going to be increased for next season. The plan will increase the number of wildcard teams per conference from up to 3, up from 2. Last night in the NFL, Tampa beat the Giants 25-23. Right now, the time is 6:51. Stay tuned. We have traffic and weather together coming up next.
$6:52 in the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Phil. Bonnie's on vacation. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Phil?
Right now, the Florida Highway Patrol is reporting construction right now on Florida's Turnpike southbound at mile marker 115. Otherwise, all highways are clear, and that's your latest look at traffic. Right now in Port St. Lucie, it's 72 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Here's your latest look at the weather from WPTV.
Happy Election Day, my sunshines. It's a cool, crisp morning in South Florida. Temperatures starting off in the mid-60s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs in the mid-70s, partly sunny skies, comfortable with less humidity and breezy northeast winds. Rain chances only at 10% for today. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, mainly dry with a few passing showers. By the end of the work week, the humidity starts to creep back in and temperatures return to their seasonal average. Highs back to the low 80s. Isolated showers possible with breezy east winds. Over the weekend, tropical moisture will move into the area. Scattered showers and storms possible through early next week. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
I saw her standing there by the voting machine, looking like she needed to be in quarantine. She said, I want to dance. I said, not without a mask. She kissed my face and gave me her disease. And now I believe everything she says to me. I believe singing I love Russian trolls. Put another lie on my Facebook, baby. I love Russian trolls. I don't fact check anything. I love Russian trolls. So put another lie on my Facebook, baby. I love Russian trolls. I don't fact check anything.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that one. Want to say good morning to Michelle Bonan. She's a longtime friend of mine from way back in the skating rink days. She's watching on our Facebook page. Also, Camilla Conan or Connie says good morning to you, Phil.
Oh, that's Cam.
Cam. Who's Cam?
She's a friend of my wife's.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
that's not the what's her face lady next door, is it?
No, that's not the casserole lady. No,
Oh, okay.
no, she's
married to the rocket
She has some
scientist.
really cool dogs, though.
Oh,
she has like a corgi and
Oh.
a few others.
All
you know.
right.
So, and she has a cool boat.
No.
Yeah.
Does she float the boat?
She floats the boat.
Very good.
And that's it.
Excellent. We're coming up on 7 o'clock here. Hour number 1 down, hour number 2 gone. The polls are going to be opening in like 50 seconds. Wow, this is
Sweet.
exciting.
Go exercise your right.
Yes,
ladies and
exercise your
gentlemen.
right to vote. Go and vote. Please do. One of the biggest elections in this country's history. So all we can say is this is about the most we'll talk about politics. Get out the vote. Go and vote.
That's right.
Exercise your right.
Yep.
It's every vote counts this year. It really does. It really does. And then we'll find out in the next 24 to 48 hours
Or 2 weeks.
or 2 weeks, whatever it's going to be, who our next leader is going to be of this wonderful, great country that I'm proud to say I am an American and I am part of the
Absolutely.
United States of America. We're WSTU Stewart. We're Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next, and then hour number 2 of the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Phil. Bonnie's on vacation. She'll be back next week. We'll talk to you guys in just a bit.
Coming to you live from Stewart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the Get Up and Go Show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Well, not exactly Evan and Bonnie. It's Evan and Phil. Bonnie is on vacation all week long.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call, and the doors will be closing soon.
All right. Well, you better get in before the door hits you in the arse.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
All right. Do you have any kids?
Ladies and gentlemen, please collect your belongings and watch your head and step as you exit. Please assist small children by the hand.
Yes.
Thank you.
Some people never take that stuff seriously. They never do. Yeah, they just never do. They think it's a big joke. Yeah, jeez. Unbelievable.
You're a big man.
Yeah, well, what can I say? What did you say? I was what?
I said you're a big man.
Yeah, a big man.
That's
right.
right.
I'm a big man.
And good morning, my sunshines.
Yes, good morning, my sunshines. Definitely so.
Good morning, sunshines.
Yes, without a doubt. Good morning to you, Phil.
Good morning. Now you got to play that with the Megan McRoberts back to back.
Oh,
that'd
yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah, that would definitely be interesting.
Yes,
without a doubt. Excuse me. Anyway, we say good morning to you. Hour number 2. If you're just waking up and it's daylight out, well, guess what?
Because the sun's up.
Yeah, the sun's up. You should put your clocks back an hour 2 days ago.
Yeah,
when you
right?
went to bed.
Wow.
If you haven't figured that out yet, if you're wondering why you're behind an hour or ahead an hour or something like that.
Do you like this time change?
I'm okay. I'm used to it already.
Yeah, I'm used to it now, but
Yeah.
it just feels like I don't have enough time to get things done.
You know, remember last hour we were talking about how my wife was actually talking in her sleep the other day?
Yeah.
And I brought it up to her
there
attention.
we go.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I finally figured out she was probably singing a song.
Really?
Yeah, I have no idea what song it was, but she's probably singing a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it?
My wife was known to sing karaoke every now and then.
Oh, was she now?
Yeah. Well, back in the day, she used to sing karaoke. Her and her brother.
How many adult beverages before that happened?
Oh, not too many.
Yeah.
I mean, her brother's pretty good. Her brother sang Butterfly Kisses at our wedding.
Did he?
It was really good, man. He
Sweet.
killed it. He
I
was
remember
really
that.
good.
Hold on, I was there.
I know you were there. That's right. He killed it.
I remember that.
And I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. My 3 kids did a performance.
Yeah. I
But
remember
most
that.
of all, we were the main show.
That
my
was
wife
it.
and I. Yeah.
Of course you were.
Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Phil. Who's this?
You two are way too perky for 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's the wife. Hey, good morning, honey. How are you?
Tired.
So I have a question. I still want to know what the heck you were talking about in the middle of the night. Who are you
I
talking
don't have
to?
a clue.
You were just carrying on this conversation like you were jibber jabbering. It was like, you were just going on like 8,000 miles an hour.
Well, evidently someone was listening to me.
Yeah, I was. I had to because it woke me up.
Oh.
Yeah.
So why are you tired this morning?
Yeah. How come you're tired? You went to
I
bed
don't
early,
sleep.
right? Didn't you?
Not sleeping well. Well, I went to bed at 10:30.
Oh, well, that answers the question.
Is that late for you?
Yeah, I was already fast asleep when she came to bed. I was like gone.
I was in bed by 8:30, 8:40. Yeah.
I was like laying across 3/4 of the bed, and she had got like 1/4 of it.
Do you have to like move him like around to get into the bed? Rachel?
No, sometimes in the middle of the night he'll start moving over, and then I kick him.
Just kick.
No wonder I got all these bruises on myself. That's where they came from. Okay.
See, my wife
Wow.
wraps herself up in the blankets like a burrito, so I can't even get over there.
Well, my wife used to think she was in the army in the war fields.
Yeah.
And she used to set up like this bunker in the bed where she'd have like 9 pillows around her.
I have never slept with 9 pillows.
All right, I'm sorry, 7. But honestly, it was
I
like she
slept
was
with
in a
4.
bunker. I'm telling you, it was like she was in a bunker.
Hold on, I was waiting for the line she always says. That's an inaccurate statement.
Yes, that's true.
Very inaccurate statement.
But it's true
I slept
though.
with 4.
It's like she's in a bunker. She'd have
Excuse
one.
me.
She-
No.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. Let me finish. This is my radio show. Let me finish.
You should have her host one day.
I know.
And you just sit back here.
She actually co-hosted with
I
me one
remember
morning.
remember that. Yeah, she
that was
did the news
fun
one time.
That was
Yeah.
fun. But no, she sleeps with. She's just put a pillow. She's put like a pillow in front of me and behind her. Then the one on that she sleeps on with her head.
Yeah.
And then 2 more in the front of her.
Okay.
That's not a true statement.
Well, that's 4 pillows.
No, that was 6.
No, that was 4.
You just listed 6.
No, I didn't. I said the one. I said, wait a minute.
You just listed 6. She
Well,
counted, dude.
What are we on Craigslist? I'm not listing anything. There was the pillow that goes behind you. That's 1. The pillow above your head is 2. Then the 2 on the other side of you is 4. Where do you get 6 out of that?
You didn't say that previously.
What did I say, Phil?
I wasn't paying attention.
And that's still an untrue statement.
That's the way it used to be.
No, it's not. I had 2 under my head.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then that would make 5. 1,
I had
2,
2
and
under my head, 1 in front of me, 1 behind me. That's 4.
oh, I'm sorry. I had the arrangement wrong. I apologize.
And I currently sleep with 1 pillow.
Yeah, now she's down to
under my
1.
head.
Now she's down to 1.
Is it like one
How
big
many
like
do you sleep with?
1, 2, 3, 5. Now I have 4.
I have 1.
I have 4.
I have 1 pillow, and it's
And
one of
you
those
need to
memory
make
foam
you.
deals, and that's it.
Well, I have to swaddle with a pillow
Why do you have to swaddle with a pillow?
because my wife won't swaddle with me. So I have to swaddle with a pillow. So I have a big one and I have a smaller one. And it's really cool too because when we
Hey,
wash
no,
the sheets.
I'm gonna broker a deal right now. Hold on,
wait a
hold on, hold on.
minute. Because when we wash the sheets, there we go. She takes the pillowcases off the pillows and leaves the pillows right where they are, so
Yeah.
we know where the pillows go.
Okay.
Because the pillows have to be in the same place, otherwise I can't sleep.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now what were you
No, I
going
was
to
gonna broker a deal. If he cooks you a really good meal tonight, will you cuddle with him?
No, because he goes to bed at like 7:30.
See, I just can't win for losing.
I tried.
All
Don't
right.
say I didn't try.
All right, you tried.
He goes to bed way too early. And the problem is if I'm not exhausted when I go to bed, all I do is toss and turn. And I try to be considerate because he gets up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you
and
go.
He's a light sleeper. So I try.
By the way, if you're just
not to
tuning,
go
if
to
you're
bed.
just tuning in, folks, I have this thing called a very transparent life where I have a open life and an open book, and we talk about my life on the radio with my wife. So God only knows what spews out of our mouths.
I try to be considerate, and because he's such a light sleeper, I don't go to bed until I'm really exhausted.
Yeah,
So I know once I lay down, I'll go to sleep.
yeah,
Otherwise, I
you could
toss
you could like crack your knuckles and I'll wake up. That's
Yeah.
how light of a sleeper I am.
Now, have you gone to bin deals lately? No.
No,
Oh,
no, she hasn't been. It's been a while.
really?
Yeah, because she had a major hurricane whip through her office like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's in the form of my daughter-in-law.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cleaned it up?
Yeah. Oh,
Cleaned and
that
organized
was
my
an understatement. Yeah, that was an understatement.
Was it all the stuff that she bought at bin deals?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh, another inaccurate statement. Untrue
God,
statement.
I just can't win for losing.
Not really. I mean, we got rid of a ton of stuff that I wasn't using, and then there were some things that I thought that
The other phone's ringing. I'm just kidding.
I need that.
Yeah.
You know what my daughter used to do?
What?
When she used to get in trouble, there's big kitty there.
We have a cat in the studio this morning, Rachel. We have a very angry cat.
My daughter used to, when she I don't know, about 3 or 4, she would when she would get in trouble and we would get on to her, she would just go, hi,
No.
and just throw everybody off.
Okay.
Just going, hi.
Okay.
So maybe you should try that. I
All
did
right.
that with my wife. It works.
All right.
So
Well, I've been married longer than you have. Anyway,
not by much.
In all seriousness,
Hugs and kisses.
yes, hugs and kisses. I love you. Have a great day at work, and maybe I'll cook dinner tonight.
Ah.
Do you
What's
have
for
any-
dinner?
Do you have anything you'd like?
Oh.
no.
No? Oh, okay. Then it's going to be hot dogs.
That is hot dogs.
Wow.
Are you okay, Rachel?
She's tired. She's
A little bit of
tired.
a headache.
She's got a headache. Yeah.
Okay.
Take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning.
Dr. Evan here.
On
All
my
right.
way to get coffee.
All right, go get your coffee, and I will talk to you later. I love you. Have a good day.
Love you.
Bye. So I texted my son,
Yeah.
Dylan, and maybe I should call him.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I have this open book.
I know.
You know, I've never had him on the radio before.
You never had Dylan on the
No.
radio before?
Let's see if he'll answer.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Calling. This is like family.
It's family time.
He probably
here on
won't. He
WSTU.
probably won't answer.
Family
You know,
time on
it's
WSTU.
family time.
Yes.
Family
Hello.
time. Oh, he did answer.
Wow.
Wow.
Hi.
It's a twin on the radio with me. Good morning, son.
Good morning. How are you?
You're on the radio with me live.
Oh boy. Hello.
He's like, oh boy.
By the way,
yeah.
the other voice you're hearing, that's Phil. He's sitting in for Bonnie.
I
who's
remember
out
when
all
he
week.
was a kid.
Yeah, you remember when he was knee high to the waist.
Yeah.
Phil was at our wedding, Dylan.
But I,
Oh, nice.
but I
Okay.
used to hang out with you and lived in West Palm Beach, and
Yeah.
I used to bring Philip over when he was a toddler.
Yeah.
They played with Philip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back
well,
in
you
the
remember
day.
Dylan giving that stellar performance at the wedding
Yes, I
reception,
do.
right?
Yes.
With Haley and Darren.
That's
Oh,
right.
God.
Yeah.
Let's not go back to that.
Yeah. 3 = 9. Remember that group?
3 equals 9.
That was the name of the group back then.
Really?
I'm gonna have to bring the audio of that performance and play it on the radio
not
tomorrow.
do that.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that would be epic, wouldn't it?
See, I had Phil in the Blue Tones.
Did fill in
Fill
the
in the
blue
blue
tones?
tones,
I had
yeah.
3 = 9. You know where
Yeah.
the name came from?
Yeah, because your last name's 9.
And there was 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my son is actually, on a serious note, my son is a very well-known photographer in the Miami area.
Yes. You
in
told
the
me.
in the art district down
Yes.
there. Yeah, and he's doing very well for himself.
Sweet.
And then he's kind of living up here in the Palm Beaches for a little bit, and then he's going to be going down south again, and then he's going to be going up north, and I never know where he's going. He has it's like his motto is "Have camera, we'll travel."
Wasn't he just up like in the mountains somewhere taking pictures?
He goes
within the last
everywhere.
couple of months.
Where were you at recently, Dylan?
God. Define recent.
Well,
Is this year or
He's a 9, all right.
all right. So where have you traveled this year? You did the birthright thing in Israel last year, didn't you?
Yeah, that was last year.
That was an experience that people need to do if they get the opportunity, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say take advantage of it if you're qualifying, if you're eligible. But this year I have been to I've been to Spain, Mexico, Arizona, New York.
It's got lots of miles.
Yes, I see. I hear that.
Yeah.
What's the other one? It's
I don't know. You tell me. I don't travel.
Antigua.
Oh, okay.
Tarzania?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
No, that's on his list.
We learned about flamingos yesterday in
That's on his
Tarzania in Africa there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were talking about it. We found out that in order to stay cool, flamingos urinate on themselves.
Really? That's
Yes.
an interesting tactic.
Yes, and we talked about it, but we
That's
all know
disgusting.
But we all know urinating on yourself is not cool.
That's
Okay.
not cool.
That's not cool.
He needed Depends.
Deep in adult diapers.
Jeez. So what's cooking? This is the only way I seem to get to talk to you now because it's like you're always busy. So I figured let me catch you first thing in the morning and I'll just do it live on the radio. So what's new in your life? I mean, I just, my book is an open book. I have no filter on my morning show. So you're part of my life, obviously.
Well, I mean, just keeping the ball rolling, keeping the progress. Today's a pretty big day, so just gonna kind of see how that goes and keep an eye on the polls and
Yeah.
watch how everything unfolds. But
Did you already vote?
yes, I voted early.
Okay.
Are you taking pictures of folks in line and stuff like that?
Knowing him, he'll get creative and post something creative.
Did you get to go to the end of the campaign rallies and take pictures of folks?
Well, I did see when Trump did his what is it?
In Opelika?
No, he did it at the
Town
Frost
Hall.
Museum.
The Town
He
Hall.
did
The
it
Town Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, was in one of the high rises right across the street, and I saw the whole brigade pull up. I got actually a photo of Trump from the balcony.
That's cool.
Waving to the crowd through his car.
Through the beast.
Nice.
But yeah,
The
I saw
beast.
that. I haven't seen any Biden campaign trails in the area. Just that they just didn't align to where I was at the moment. But I've gotten a good glimpse of it, and plus, I mean, you see everybody's all riled up lately. So
Isn't
it's kind of everywhere?
Isn't this week bathing suit week or something down in Miami or something like that?
No, not this week.
There was some kind of something that just went on this week because this guy that I know that's from a reality TV show, Rick Sykes, who's been on the show before, it's called Marrying Millions. He actually emceed it and he posted on his Instagram. It was I forget what it was called.
And where's this bathing suit at?
It was down in Miami.
I just want to make sure. And what time and what day?
It's already happened.
Let me make sure I get my pen ready.
Yeah, it's already happened. Wait, let me look up his look up his Instagram.
Gee, your
Rick
job's
Sykes.
hard, huh? Taking pictures of that.
He's got a great gig, let me tell you. Let me see here.
He knows what I'm talking about.
I got to find his girlfriend.
It has its pros and cons.
I bet. Yeah.
Erica, there we go. All right, so
yeah.
Here is. Let me see here. It's called. Where did she put posts up of her photos doing her thing?
Who's she?
There she is, right there.
Oh, who's that?
See, it's called DC Swim Week. It's DC Swim Week official is what it's called.
Oh, that sounds
DCS.
like it's NBC.
No, it's DCSW shows. It was Miami Swim Week, October 30 and 31st, down in Miami. I'm surprised you didn't go.
That's probably it could have been a private event, not like an official swim week event.
Okay.
Because some of these brands do host their own, their own self-proclaimed dates.
Yeah, usually you're right on top of that stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, are you single?
Yes, he's single.
Oh, no
Are you
wonder
kidding?
he's at these bathing
He's
suit
like one of the
things.
most eligible bachelors that are out
Really?
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah, he is.
Because
You guys,
I'm a
you guys can follow
photographer.
me on Instagram if you'd like to see some work.
Yeah, go
cheap
ahead.
plug.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and give a shameless plug. Go ahead and plug your Instagrams. Go ahead.
All right,
You
go
got
ahead
like
and check out
15
the
of them.
It's 9x, all spelled out, NINE.EX. You can check out some of my photography, some of my lifestyle stuff, and just what my life consists of.
There you go.
Sweet.
Straight from my kid, 28
Nice.
years old. Going to be 29.
What kind of camera do you use?
Well, I shoot digital and film photography. So for digital, I have a Sony A7 III.
That's a
And
bad. That's a
for-
bad camera, right
Is it-
there.
is it
yeah,
cool?
It's a
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really, really powerful.
you should see some of the videos that he produces.
Wow.
He's done some really top.
Looks like
stuff.
film, huh?
Yeah, he's some serious stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, he does good work.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
Well, I'm not saying it because you're my kid. I mean it. You do. You've honed your craft. Let's just say.
Well, I appreciate that.
So
Wow.
anyway,
How much did he pay you to say that?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Sweet. Okay.
Nothing.
That's good.
This is the kid that during the hurricane many years ago, in the middle of the hurricane that came through
Yeah.
Port St. Lucie, in the middle of the hurricane, this kid runs out. My fence is falling. In the middle of the hurricane, right when all the it's like the peak of the wind, he's out fixing my fence in the middle of
This
the
during, like
storm.
Wilma and all that stuff? That whole
When
time
was it?
period?
Was it during Wilma?
Geez, I don't remember. It could have been Wilma or was it Irma? I think
Maybe
might
it
have
was
been
Irma.
Well, there were like 3 or 4,
Yeah.
literally one right after the other during
Yeah.
that time period. Yeah.
But man, he just went out right in the middle of the hurricane.
Yeah.
And he just was like banging screws.
Dude, you're a
and-
manly man.
Yeah, he is.
That's what you are. That's
what
awesome.
that's what all the ladies say.
He's so manly.
Got to get the job done.
Yep.
We take him to Medallion Man and go get a medallion. Yeah. That'd be it right there.
Oh, and you know what else too?
What?
That they're known for doing whenever he comes over. Anytime Dylan comes over, he manages to get Gavin in trouble. Never fails.
Oh, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, him and Gavin go on the roof and they dance. They go on the roof.
And why? And why?
Yeah. Just
You don't get
because
a better view.
they can. I mean, last time Dylan came over and stayed like for a week, I was looking for him and I couldn't find him. And I go outside and there he is. He pulled a chair and put it on the peak of the roof.
Yeah.
And was sitting on the top of the roof reading a book.
Sweet.
You gotta go where people aren't to find your peace of mind.
That's why see when we're fathers, that's why we're on the toilet.
Yeah.
Right there. We're in the bathroom.
Yeah,
right
that-
then and
that's
there.
my office.
That's my office too. That is my sanctuary.
Yeah.
Just about it.
Anyway, good times though. Seriously,
Yeah, but-
good times.
See, that's why God invented the iPad and the iPhone.
Yeah.
Because
But-
they knew we were bored in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
And so now we have something to do.
Did I tell you the story Wait a minute, Dylan. I hate to do this to
man,
you.
I already know where you're going with this.
Phil, tell Dylan what you have that I gave you.
What the? Oh,
Can I take a guess?
Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
Is it a mannequin head?
Yes. I actually used it for Halloween.
That is the classic story. I have to give Dylan props because I'm going to skip the news. Sorry.
All right, no problem.
This is great. This is the classic story of a typical teenager.
So it was Dylan who
It
did
was
it.
Dylan.
Not
Yes.
What's his name? Your other son.
It wasn't Darren.
It wasn't Darren. I
No.
thought it was your youngest.
No,
who did
not
this.
Gavin would never do that.
Oh,
Are you
so
kidding?
this was.
This is Dylan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dylan did
I'm
this.
connecting
and-
dots now.
No,
This is
yeah,
awesome.
This is a classic story. All right, this is great stuff. This is really good for radio. So, Dylan, I'm going to let you tell the story in short form. Go ahead. You can
All right,
throw
well,
yourself
all right,
under
I
the
don't-
bus.
Just a disclaimer: I don't want to encourage anybody to do this and get themselves in trouble. But
Yeah.
so, pretty classic textbook move. I was with some friends. We were going to go out late night to probably go play some basketball and just hang out late night. But I was still in high school, so I had a curfew. So one of my friends who was in cosmetology school had an extra mannequin head, and they gave it to me. And I figured, what better way to get out of the house than to make it look like somebody's still in my bed?
And how old were you when you did this?
I wouldn't say probably 16 or 17.
Yeah.
That sounds about right
Yeah.
for someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the age for that. Yeah.
Right.
So I took 2 pillows, laid them down long enough to be the size of my body. I took the mannequin head and I had it on the pillow faced away from the door. And so I went out with some friends, and then, since we were a little bit younger in Port St. Lucie, driving around, a cop came up to us and was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing out here? It's kind of late and you're younger, blah, blah, blah." So he asked to call one of our parents. And me thinking I was, trying to be slick, I had him call my brother, but my brother wasn't having it. My brother, I told him to pretend to be my dad, and he was like, "Nope." When he woke up my dad walked into my room and was like, "What do you mean, officer? He's right here." He pulled the covers back. Lo and behold, he found 2 pillows and a mannequin head, and no Dylan.
But wait, it gets better. But wait, there's more. He gimmicked the alarm on the window.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, he took
I
the
was an intelligent
sensor.
one.
This is smart. This is Dylan.
Okay.
So for an alarm to work on a window, there's a part of a sensor on the window and a part of the sensor on the windowsill.
Yeah.
Once the window goes up and they separate, that's what chimes the alarm.
Yes.
So I took the part off of the window and I taped it to the windowsill next to the other one, so it would never trigger. So I can go in and out and not set the alarm off.
That's brilliant. Actually, that is brilliant.
That's an Academy Award.
Kudos,
I'm
my
telling
friend.
you.
Kudos.
Oh,
Because I used to
man.
sneak out too and hang out with my friends, down the
Oh,
street
yeah.
or something like that at that age. But dude, that you thought that out.
Oh yeah,
that is
that
awesome.
was good.
But now, what
But
was
the best part?
aftermath?
The best part though, that Darren, the oldest, was
Yeah.
having none of this.
None of this. He wasn't gonna get in trouble.
No, he
I
was
don't
like,
blame him.
no, he comes and wakes me up, and that was like,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So wait. So what was the aftermath on this?
yeah.
Oh man, I was. I'm pretty sure I was grounded. They put hurricane shutters on my window.
Yeah, we shuttered all the windows on that side of the house.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I couldn't gimmick the hurricane shutters. That one.
Yeah, right.
Even the bathroom, I put the shutters on the bathroom, the little bathroom
Now, was
window.
it the clear shutters or is it the stainless?
No, they were
the
stainless
aluminum,
steel.
the aluminum ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the
these were
metal stuff.
Aluminum shutters. You're not getting in or out of those.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, he was done.
That's awesome.
It was done. But it goes back even further to that.
Yeah.
It goes back to Southwind. We had a
Oh, yeah.
2-story house.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
I remember that
this
house.
one-
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Dylan. Tell this one.
So me and my older brother, our room was on the 2nd floor, but it was right over the canopy over the front door. So our window, we would actually go out of the 2nd-story window onto the little canopy and then slide down onto the onto the concrete, and we would go and do like McDonald's runs. Yeah, and I was like 14 at this time, and my older brother was 16.
Yeah.
And he had just gotten his car, so he's excited to drive everywhere.
Of course.
So we would sneak out at 2, 3 in the morning, go to McDonald's, come back home.
But wait, to get in the car so we wouldn't hear it start, they would push it down the road.
Oh yeah, I
So,
did
you
that.
know, you would hear the
I did
car
that.
start. It was
Yeah.
You
great.
got to make sure every check mark is covered. You got to cover all the bases.
You know, you should write a book on that. How to sneak out of your house.
I got a couple stories actually.
Yeah. Now, did you go meet
man.
girls? Usually that's the reason.
Well, at 14, I wasn't like, I don't know. I was still going through puberty and still kind of like insecure with myself. So it wasn't really many girls in the picture yet.
Yeah. By
Yeah.
16, though, I'm
Definitely
sure.
McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't blame you about McDonald's.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So there you go. That's the life and times of Dylan.
That's awesome.
Welcome to my life, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
All right, buddy. Listen, I love you. Let's get together and go to lunch. I miss seeing you. It's been a while. Now that you're up in Palm Beach, you're a little closer and you have access to a vehicle to drive. You can drive up here one day and take Pops to lunch if you want.
All right, yeah, let's do that. I'm down for that.
For
too.
old time's sake, we can go to the
Thirsty
turtle.
Turtle.
There you go.
The where?
He knows it.
The where?
There's a place called the Thirsty Turtle.
Oh, I know Thirsty Turtle.
Yeah, we go all the
There's
time.
one in Jupiter.
Dylan and I we'd go to lunch every now
They
and
got
then.
good
Best
garlic
wings.
wings.
Still
Yeah.
can't find anything better than there.
What are you doing later today? Why don't you come up today? Let's go to lunch.
That could be a possibility.
Yeah, let me know.
Make that work.
I'll even what am I doing? Let me open my calendar.
Give me a call when you're off the air, and we can schedule it.
All right. Yeah, put it in your schedule.
Schedule.
Alrighty.
All right, buddy. I love you and have a great day.
All right, love you too. You guys take care.
See you
All right,
later.
bye-bye. All right, we're way beyond the news. We got to take a break, play a few commercials, and we'll be back on the Get Up and Go show. Ooh, Get Up and Go. I hiccuped right on the air. Wow.
Well, that's
right.
what we get for having
I
open
know.
bar.
I hiccuped right on the air. All right, we'll be back right after these words on the Get Up and Go show. $7:34 right now, the time of the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Phil. Bonnie's on vacation. She'll be back next week. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Phil?
Right now, the Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that all highways are clear at this time. So make sure you drive safe, and that's a look at traffic. Right now in Palm City, it is 72 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Here's the latest look at the weather from WPTV.
Happy Election Day, my sunshines. It's a cool, crisp morning in South Florida. Temperatures starting off in the mid-60s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs in the mid-70s, partly sunny skies, comfortable with less humidity and breezy northeast winds. Rain chances only at 10% for today. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, mainly dry with a few passing showers. By the end of the work week, the humidity starts to creep back in and temperatures return to their seasonal average, highs back to the low 80s. Isolated showers possible with breezy east winds. Over the weekend, tropical moisture will move into the area, scattered showers and storms possible through early next week. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Jack in the ballot box. Go ahead and order.
Yeah, I'll take a Biden burger, a side of Harris, and a large Pelosi punch.
I'm sorry, did you mail that order in a week ago?
Yeah.
Please stand in line for a few hours until your order's ready. Welcome to Jack in the ballot box.
Yeah, give me a bucket of Trump, mostly white meat, a side of Pence, and a large McConnell, extra ice.
One Tucker Carlson special. Can I get you to pull forward with the rest of your caravan?
Jack in the ballot box. Now open till polls close.
Gotta love that one, right? Jack in the ballot box.
Jack in the ballot box.
Jack in the ballot box.
I have no joke. I just like to say Jack in the ballot box.
There you go. Let's
Yeah.
do some stupid news.
And now it's time for Stupid News,
It's so stupid and awesome.
where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live? Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
Yeah, you know what song that is, right? I love that.
Yeah, that's
Smokey and the Bear.
from Smokey. No, that's
Yeah.
Smokey and the Bear.
It's from Smokey and the Bandit. I'm
yes.
sorry. Yes.
And who sung it originally?
Jerry something.
Jerry Reed.
Jerry Reed. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, let's go to Rabbit Hash, Kentucky, where the town of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky is electing a new mayor.
Yeah.
Since it's election day, I thought that this story would fit the bill properly. And the candidates for election day consist of 13 dogs, a donkey, a rooster, a dead cat, and one actual human with no chance of winning at all. Now, around 400 people live there in that town, and they've been electing animals as their unofficial mayor for 22 years. The current mayor is a pit bull named Bryn. Full name, Bryneth Paltrow.
Okay.
You missed the joke.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I said a Gwyneth Paltrow.
there
Yes,
you go.
I got it.
But she's getting crushed right now by a French bulldog named Wilbur.
Oh boy.
So far, they've only ever elected dogs. The closest non-canine this year is Higgins the donkey in 7th place. And they're not even listing results for the one human candidate. The whole thing is really a fundraiser for the Rabbit Hash Historical Society. They're trying to raise $50,000, and as of last night, they raised $12,000. But the number could climb today because you don't have to live there to vote. Anybody can vote by going to this website, givebutter.com/RHHS. You have to give at least $1, and the candidate with the most money at the end wins.
Cool.
So
that's pretty cool.
Rabbit Hash, Kentucky.
It's stupid but cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
You have a stupid news story, don't you? You were telling about earlier.
Yeah. It was.
Tell me about it.
It was this lady who was on the news who was saying that she's all for infant rights,
Okay.
and she wants to let everybody know that before you change your baby's diaper, you must ask for permission first.
All right. So, in other words, if my kid craps in his diaper,
Yes,
I have to ask the kid permission to change his diaper.
absolutely.
What's a kid supposed to look at me and say yes
Exactly.
or no?
Kid can't even talk.
Yeah.
She goes,
Yeah.
yeah. And for real, you gonna ask your kid, your infant, permission before you change its diaper.
Yeah. The kid's going to look at you, and
That's
exactly what's gonna
exactly
happen.
it right there.
it's exactly what's going
Insane
to happen.
in the men brain, as
Okay.
they say.
There's a 33-year-old woman named Lisa Landon from Littleton, New Hampshire. And last year, she was facing charges for drug possession and stalking. And her plan to get out of trouble was
What?
she impersonated a county prosecutor, filed counterfeit documents with the court to have the charges dropped. And the best part about it, it worked. Temporarily, that is.
Yeah.
No one noticed her paperwork until she scheduled to have a psych until she was scheduled to have a psych evaluation, and the state forensic examiner realized the charges had mysteriously been dropped. The real prosecutors investigated and figured out what she'd done. So she was charged with 6 counts of falsifying evidence, and she was just indicted on those charges by a grand jury.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can't make this stuff up, man.
How about that one?
Yeah. I don't get okay. My common sense is getting in the way on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'd rather go vote for the dog.
Really?
I'd rather go vote for the dog.
So, yeah.
You texting during the show?
Yes, I am.
That's rude.
Well, what can I say? You know my life. It's transparent. An Uber driver was assaulted by a passenger who was told that he would have to wear a mask if he wanted to ride in the victim's vehicle. According to a arrest affidavit, Christopher Vacha, 30 years old, yesterday summoned an Uber around 4:30 in the morning to a waterfront apartment complex in Treasure Island. Now, if you're wondering where Treasure Island is, that's over in the Tampa area.
Okay.
Raymond Jackson, 68 years old, told Vacha he had to wear a mask or he couldn't ride. Vacha, investigators allege, then blew into Jackson's face through the driver's window. When Jackson exited his car, Vacha punched him in the face. Vacha was arrested for aggravated battery on a person age 65 or older, which is a felony.
Yeah.
He was also charged with resisting for allegedly ignoring police orders to place his hands behind his back. Vacha is currently locked up in the Pinellas County Jail on $50,000 bond on a battery count.
What a nitwit.
Right? All because he was told to wear a mask. That's it.
Yeah.
A mask.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes, a mask.
A mask.
A mask.
A mask.
A flipping mask.
A flipping mask.
Yes.
I'm just repeating everything you say
Yes,
now.
a mask. Why do you have to repeat everything?
I'm just doing it just to do it.
Okay. Wow. You're just like ticking me off.
Yeah.
A mask. Go ahead, say it. A mask.
No, I wasn't going to say it. I'm done now.
Sure? You're done. You're done picking on me.
Yeah, I'm done picking on you.
You're positive.
For a few minutes. Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, until I find something else to pick on you.
Okay.
About. Yeah.
Well, you can pick on anything you want. Just don't pick my nose. Okay, because we're on the radio. We
Well,
can't have
that's
people.
schnoz, yeah,
We can't have people seeing that on the radio. That just wouldn't be right
Well,
because of what we're doing.
You know, we were watching another animal documentary. Do you know that the monkeys, they actually pick the bugs off of each other and eat it?
Do they really?
Yeah.
Monkeys do that?
Yeah, they groom each other and they
Okay.
pick the bugs, the ticks and the fleas and all that stuff. And they pick it up and they just eat it.
Really?
Yeah, of each other's
That's
fur.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
That's what they do, though. I don't know. Ask one. That's
I'm not going to ask a monkey.
That's what it is.
I'm not going to ask a monkey.
Why not?
Because
Because
I'm
what?
afraid I might get an answer. Then they'll go tell me to monkey around.
Hey-o.
Something like that. Anyway, that's your stupid news for November 3rd, 2020, Election Day. And from stupid news, we go to real news. Phil's at the news desk hanging out right now. Take
That's
it away,
right.
Phil.
Safety and security are top of mind today as Florida voters head to the polls on Election Day.
The poll workers will be wearing masks, face shields, disposable gloves. They have been asked to wipe down all of the common touch points and to maintain social distancing.
Miami-Dade Supervisor of Elections, Christina White, says that unlike during the early voting period, you must go to your designated precinct today, and you must be in line by 7 p.m. to have your ballot counted. Election Day 2020 is here. It's been 20 years since Florida voters learned about dimpled, pregnant, and hanging chads, but that won't happen again.
Since 2000, voting rules are pretty much standardized across Florida, and thanks to all the early and in-person voting, most ballots have already been cast.
Florida works. I mean, as long as you follow the law. 2018, they found $95,000 after election night in my race, but they didn't follow the law. If you follow the law, the system works in Florida.
Senator Rick Scott has proposed legislation so all states would have to report results quickly, like Florida. How far that bill goes may depend on which party controls the Senate after these ballots are counted. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Election officials recommend that voters review their sample ballot before heading to the polls to cut down on the time it takes to vote. And law enforcement reminds voters that harassing, intimidating, and threatening will not be tolerated. A lot can be accomplished when people work together. That's what a local nonprofit and hundreds of volunteers proved over the weekend, giving a deserving family of 8 in Stuart a 48-hour home renovation. WPTV's Treasure Coast reporter Megan Roberts has the story.
And they're still have work to do.
A walk around Billy Leibner's backyard looks a lot different now than it has for years.
19 years.
He's lived here a long time with his wife, their 6 kids, and 2 dogs.
It was going to be our starter house.
Over time, things around the house needed work.
Our shed out back is just ready to fall down. Our ceiling was sagging real bad.
But this year, home repairs were far from a priority for the Leibners.
At the end of January, we found out that our 6-year-old girl at the time was diagnosed with lymphoma.
Their young girl, who loves butterflies, has spent months in the hospital this year and will go through 2.5 years of chemo. A sterile, safe home had never been more important.
Single income family of 8. If I'm not working, it makes it challenging to fix up the trailer, for example.
But a mutual friend reached out to the nonprofit 25 United, which immediately wanted to help.
Well, initially it was going to be, as I said, a pressure wash and then paint the exterior of the house.
But that turned into a weekend overhaul. Hundreds of volunteers converging on the home.
Just the outpouring of people. You couldn't drive down this road. I mean, there was so many people.
Fixing the septic, updating the kitchen, bathrooms, and creating a more functional layout for the large family. And putting in special touches outside, like rebuilding the shed, creating a vegetable garden for the kids.
Hidden in everywhere are the types of plants that the butterflies like.
One less stress for a family facing their hardships this year with a lot of extra support.
To see unity is just a blessing.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Well, it's election day here in the Treasure Coast, and voters already have cast nearly as many ballots as they did in 2016, with about 55,000 more votes in the Tri-County area on Tuesday. The turnout rate will surpass about 75% on voter turnout, and that's compared to 2016. Republicans are outpacing Democrats so far in the Treasure Coast area with 133,000 votes to 105,000 votes. Non-party affiliates have casted at about 62,000 votes. The lone county to have a majority Democratic votes is St. Lucie with 59,000 votes by Democrats to 49,000 votes by Republicans. The Southeastern Conference has fined Florida football coach Dan Mullen $25,000 for his role in the benches clearing brawl against Missouri. The league also issued half-game suspensions for Missouri linebacker Chad Bradley and offensive lineman Dylan Spencer. Each of them will sit out the first half of Missouri's next game against number 5 Georgia on November 14th. Right now, the time is 7:51. Stay tuned. We have traffic and weather together coming up next.
$7:52 the time right now. The Get Up and Go show with Evan and Phil. Bonnie's on vacation. She'll be back next week. Time for traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Phil?
Right now, Florida Highway Patrol is reporting all major highways are clear at this time. So drive safely out there. And that's a look at traffic. Right now in Stuart, it's 72 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Here is your latest look at the weather from WPTV.
Happy Election Day, my sunshines. It's a cool, crisp morning in South Florida. Temperatures starting off in the mid-60s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs in the mid-70s, partly sunny skies, comfortable with less humidity and breezy northeast winds. Rain chances only at 10% for today. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, mainly dry with a few passing showers. By the end of the work week, the humidity starts to creep back in and temperatures return to their seasonal average. Highs back to the low 80s. Isolated showers possible with breezy east winds. Over the weekend, tropical moisture will move into the area. Scattered showers and storms possible through early next week. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Mornings are better with the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on WSTU.
Welcome to the show.
It's Election Day. November 3rd, there is an elderly man contest.
Don't forget to get out and vote, everybody.
Don't forget to vote. There's 2 elderly men.
Don't forget to vote, everyone.
And you're supposed to choose your favorite of the 2 elderly men.
Election! Election! Election!
I think I will vote and make my voice heard.
No matter what happens, nothing much will change in the United States.
It's showtime.
I like the way they say it's an elderly man election contest.
It usually is.
Right? That's crazy.
The only 2 younger men that I could think of in local presidential history was probably Obama and Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy comes to mind.
Yeah.
I think he's the youngest, wasn't he?
At that point, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. In modern history, definitely.
Who would have the youngest president have been to date?
Ooh, I can look that up.
Can you look that up real quick?
Yeah.
We only have 1 minute and 10 seconds.
I will see. Give me.
Give me the youngest president to date.
So give me here, youngest president to date.
Yeah.
Hang on here.
You have 2 different computers in front of you.
I know.
All right.
Youngest president. Here we go.
All right.
Youngest president to be elected was John F. Kennedy, who was 43.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow.
The oldest president to assume the presidency was, can you guess?
Gerald Ford?
Nope. Donald Trump.
Really?
He was age of 70 when he was elected.
Wow.
The one who held the record before that
Uh-huh.
was Ronald Reagan.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
All right.
it.
Very
There
good.
you go. See?
Interesting
Who
stat.
says you can't learn something on this show?
Interesting stat.
Yep.
Get an A for history. It is coming up on 8 o'clock at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. And then we're going to have a conversation with the one and only Sheriff William Snyder from Martin County. He's going to give us an update on what's going on at the polls, what you need to be aware of, what you should look out for, what you shouldn't look out for. It's all coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the Get Up and Go Show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Well, I don't know how palatial you can get, but I think our studios are pretty palatial, right, Phil?
Absolutely.
Right?
I especially like the hot tub in the other room.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes.
We have to make sure that we always have to keep it clean and sanitary.
And then the other room has the massage table.
Yes. Well, no, we can't talk about that. No, just kidding. Anyway, it's time for our weekly visit with the Sheriff of Martin County. William Snyder's joining us on
office were not affected. We had one inmate in the jail who had it isolated, and we're not expecting a spread there. So all systems are go.
That's a beautiful thing, without a doubt. Well, of course, everybody knows what today is. It's Election Day, November the 3rd, 2020, and today is the day that we decide who is going to be our next president. There's also local politicians vying for seats all over Martin County. Let's talk a little bit about how the sheriff's office is handling the polling locations and what's going on, if you would, please.
Well, I've been in contact with the supervisor of elections, Vicki Davis, and I speak as recently as yesterday. I've also been contacted by advocates for fair voting issues, and at the NAACP and Voters Coalition groups. We've received letters from groups, so we're very sensitive to the whole gamut of what today means, and our role. And our role is simply this: to be peacekeepers, to respond to calls for service, to stay away from the polling places themselves, other than the wide proximity, but not too close.
Okay. So basically, there is not going to be any presence at all whatsoever at the polls of any deputies, but they will be kind of nearby, but not too nearby.
Yeah, we have our rapid response team, which is a federally certified and trained team to respond to everything from civil disasters, or civil situations, civil disobedience, to natural disasters.
Okay.
And they're out there today, but they will not be visible. Then we have our criminal investigations division has tasked several of their people in plain clothes. So if we had to get close to a poll and take a look, we could do it without a uniform presence, which we really, by state law, we have to be extremely careful. But we also want people that are sensitive to intimidation issues to feel like we're being there overbearing.
And that's another thing. Intimidation issues is something also that seems to be an issue, and bullying at the polls, because that does go on also as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're on alert to that. I think in Martin County, if there's going to be anything, it could be that somebody overzealous, undoubtedly at the presidential level, because locally we have a Congress race, a state rep race, and one commission race. We have constitutional issues on the ballot, but there's not a lot of controversy here locally. So yeah, somebody who for one side or the other shows up, maybe with signs or placards or flags and hoots and hollers and gets too close, people on the other side could feel intimidated. That's when the possibility of us getting a call occurs.
Okay. Now, there is a law that does state that you have to be so many feet within a polling place to have any kind of campaigning or anything like that. Am I correct?
Yes, 150 feet. You have to be there'll be delineated spots probably at all the polling places. And invariably, somebody will get too close. Somebody will be overzealous. They'll not pay attention. Maybe it's unintentional. They'll kind of walk up to, maybe they see a friend. So they've been standing at the entranceway to a polling place, doing the right thing. And a couple hours in, they see a friend who's getting out of their car in front of the polling place. And then they walk in. They go from being an advocate for a candidate to inside the polling place, and we could have trouble there. So I honestly, knowing Martin County, I would be surprised if we had anything more than that.
You know, Sheriff, I honestly feel, and you said a very great statement just now. Martin County is a great place to live. It's a great place to have a business. And I honestly feel, in my humble opinion, I don't think that you guys are going to have one. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think you're going to have one call at all. I think everybody's going to be very civil, and I think everybody's going to be very well behaved today.
Well, here's what we thought in our planning. We talked about it. We've had several meetings, and we collectively, the command staff as well as me, do feel that today will not be the challenge, but that if the presidential election goes to recounts or unclear results over the next couple of days, anxiety levels will raise, tensions will raise, and that's when law enforcement around the country, here in South Florida, may find themselves a little more actively involved.
Yeah, we can see now that the businesses up north in New York, in the city, everybody's starting to board up because of those fears of what could happen after the results are out. Did they go one way? Did they go another way? People are taking precaution now. I don't think in Martin County, though, it's going to come to that, because I think the folks of Martin County, they just don't want that kind of, reputation out there.
Well, yeah, I think it's that. I just think it's the people that live here. We're more suburb, rural. We don't have a lot of urbanization. We don't have the magnet for large crowds of people on either side of the issue to come together and cause trouble. I wouldn't rule it out as there's no way, no how. We are prepared just in case.
Right.
If national tensions were to really rise to a feverish pitch, it's not implausible that a couple hundred people here, our own people, could come out to, say, demonstrate and cause some kind of disruption. So, but I don't think, I would be very surprised if we see anything on the scale, even approaching what some of these other, like the Portlands, the New Yorks, obviously you could go on, places all over the country that seem to be a tinderbox. We're not that way.
You know what I noticed when I went to the polls last week for early voting, that everybody was getting along. Everybody was joking and having a good time and talking to each other, and it didn't matter what side of the aisle you were. It was very upbeat in the lines. There was hardly any talk of what side, who was better than the other or anything like that. So I think you might get that today too.
Well, here's what's playing out today. 82,000 plus people have already voted in Martin County. There's only about 8,000 left to vote, or that they expect.
Well, wait a minute. You said 82,000 people have already early voted?
Early and mail-in voted. Yeah, I've got the
graphic
right here in front of me.
Yeah, as I say, I was looking at that this morning. It said 83,200 had already voted in Martin County alone.
And so there's only a couple of thousand left to vote, Sheriff, correct?
Well, I think Vicki Davis is expecting around 8,000 more. There may be more registered voters, but just going by how many people tend to vote. So I think today will be very anticlimactic as far as disruption.
Okay.
Or maybe anticlimactic is the wrong word. It'll just be a quiet day, and we'll go about our business, and we'll see how the national races play out.
Yeah, we'll watch the numbers on television. In closing, Sheriff, what's going on down at the sheriff's office headquarters as far as for people that need to come and get fingerprinted and other types of business? Can we get a status update for our listeners if you could?
Yes, we're full service. We still have the large tent out front in the shade, so we do our business outside. And the only thing that you have to schedule is fingerprints. If you call our business office at the sheriff's office and make an appointment, we'll get your fingerprints. But if you're just coming in for police reports, information, you want a copy of a report, you want to make a report, we're wide open.
All right, very good. That's Sheriff William Snyder from the Martin County Sheriff's Office. He joins us each and every Tuesday on this program at this time to give us an update. Sheriff, always a pleasure. Give those grandbabies a big hug for us, if you would.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about that. Definitely. Please do.
God bless you all.
God bless you too.
God bless you
Talk
too.
to you soon. Bye-bye now. It is 8:17 news time once again. Let's go to the news desk. Here's Phil.
Safety and security are top of mind as Florida voters head to the polls on Election Day.
The poll workers will be wearing masks, face shields, disposable gloves. They have been asked to wipe down all of the common touch points and to maintain social distancing.
Miami-Dade Supervisor of Elections Christina White says that unlike during the early voting period, you must go to your designated precinct today and you must be in line by 7 p.m. to have your ballot counted. Election Day 2020 is here. It's been 20 years since Florida voters learned about dimpled, pregnant, and hanging chads, but that won't happen again.
Since 2000, voting rules are pretty much standardized across Florida, and thanks to all the early and in-person voting, most ballots have already been cast.
Florida works. I mean, as long as you follow the law. 2018, they found $95,000 after election night in my race, but they didn't follow the law. If you follow the law, the system works in Florida.
Senator Rick Scott has proposed legislation so all states would have to report results quickly, like Florida. How far that bill goes may depend on which party controls the Senate after these ballots are counted. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Election officials recommend that voters review their sample ballot before heading to the polls to cut down on the time it takes to vote. And law enforcement reminds voters that harassing, intimidation, and threatening will not be tolerated. A lot can be accomplished when people work together. That's what a local nonprofit and hundreds of volunteers proved over the weekend, giving a deserving family of 8 in Stuart a 48-hour home renovation. WPTV's Treasure Coast reporter Megan McRoberts has the story.
And they're still have work to do.
A walk around Billy Leibner's backyard looks a lot different now than it has for years.
19 years.
He's lived here a long time with his wife, their 6 kids, and 2 dogs.
It was going to be our starter house.
Over time, things around the house needed work.
Our shed out back is just ready to fall down. Our ceiling was sagging real bad.
But this year, home repairs were far from a priority for the Leibners.
At the end of January, we found out that our 6-year-old girl at the time was diagnosed with lymphoma.
Their young girl, who loves butterflies, has spent months in the hospital this year and will go through 2.5 years of chemo. A sterile, safe home had never been more important.
Single income family of 8. If I'm not working, it makes it challenging to fix up the trailer, for example.
But a mutual friend reached out to the nonprofit 25 United, which immediately wanted to help.
Well, initially it was going to be, as I said, a pressure wash and then paint the exterior of the house.
But that turned into a weekend overhaul. Hundreds of volunteers converging on the home.
Just the outpouring of people. You couldn't drive down this road. I mean, there was so many people.
Fixing the septic, updating the kitchen, bathrooms, and creating a more functional layout for the large family. And putting in special touches outside, like rebuilding the shed, creating a vegetable garden for the kids.
Hidden in everywhere are the types of plants that the butterflies like.
One less stress for a family facing their hardships this year with a lots of extra support.
To see unity is just a blessing.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
The Southeastern Conference has fined Florida football coach Dan Mullen $25,000 for his role in the bench-clearing brawl against Missouri. The league also issued half-game suspensions for Missouri linebacker Chad Bradley and offensive lineman Dylan Spencer. Each of them will sit out the first half of Missouri's next game against number 5 Georgia on November 14th. Also, last night's football game, Tampa Bay beat the Giants 25-23. The time now is 8:21. Stay tuned. We have traffic and weather together coming up next.
8:22 the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Phil this morning. Bonnie's on vacation. She'll be back next week. Time to check in where traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Phil?
Right now, the Florida Highway Patrol is reporting no major accidents, and the major highways are clear at this time. Well, that's your look at traffic. Right now, it's 73 degrees in Port St. Lucie under mostly cloudy skies. Here's the latest look at the weather from WPTV.
Happy Election Day, my sunshines. It's a cool, crisp morning in South Florida. Temperatures starting off in the mid-60s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs in the mid-70s, partly sunny skies, comfortable with less humidity and breezy northeast winds. Rain chances only at 10% for today. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, mainly dry with a few passing showers. By the end of the work week, the humidity starts to creep back in and temperatures return to their seasonal average. Highs back to the low 80s. Isolated showers possible with breezy east winds. Over the weekend, tropical moisture will move into the area. Scattered showers and storms possible through early next week. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
You may recognize this song and also another one, School's Out for Summer. And on this election day, we're glad to spend some time with Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member and someone who's been rocking the vote for a very long time, the one and only Alice Cooper's joining us. Do you have any expectations of what's going to happen in the election today?
I'm expecting my fans to vote. Come on. You don't ever want to hear anybody complain unless they voted. Another thing I said on my radio show is, look, let's be good winners and good losers. Whoever wins, you say, yeah, okay. Whoever loses, you go, oh, well, maybe next time. But let's respect the presidency. Whoever wins, whoever loses.
Now, in the 70s, you recorded the song Elected that gets played every single election. What is the story behind that song?
The whole idea was that when Nixon was in, Nixon was one of those guys that, I mean, was more controversial. We just thought it was the funniest thing. I was the most probably maligned rocker in the world at that point. And I said, well, what a perfect thing. Alice Cooper runs against Nixon. You know, and of course it was satire, because the last thing I would want to do is be elected to any office at all. I can't stand politics. I hate politics so much. I didn't want to be class president. I didn't want to be class treasurer, you know. So whatever you do, don't vote for me. All right.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, you've met U.S. presidents before, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. I played golf with them. I met Clinton. Clinton's one of the most charming guys you'll ever meet in your life. President Ford, Bush, you know, these guys. And first of all, they're all golfers. So that's what you really have in common with them more than anything else. Certain presidents, and I won't mention who, I'm pretty sure have got CIA guys in the woods throwing the balls back out onto the fairway. Just miraculously, a ball's hooked into the woods and you get up there and now it's in the middle of the fairway. And you go, well, how did that happen?
Wow, that's amazing. Now, I've heard that you gave golf advice to a president once upon a time. Is that true?
This is a great story. I was at Steve Allen's birthday party. Everybody's in tuxedos, and I'm talking about Jack Benny, Bob Hope, Jerry Lewis. Everybody's in tuxedos. And I'm in all black leather.
Okay.
You know, I was the only rock and roller in the Friars Club, so I knew all these guys. And some guy comes over and he says, "Hey, Alice, Bob wants to see you." And I walked in the other room and there's Bob Hope with President Ford.
Cool.
I walk up and he goes, "Alice," he said, "I seem to be hitting the ball to the right too much." And I'm all in black leather, you know, and everything. And I go, Bob, relax your right hand. And then the club will turn over a lot easier. And President Ford's going, "Just relax your right hand." I said, "Yeah, just," and I realized right then that golf was the common denominator. It didn't matter. Here's the President of the United States and Alice Cooper talking about golf like we were next door neighbors.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. We really value the time that you've given us today, Alice. We really appreciate it. And of course, you know, that's Alice Cooper. We want to thank you for your time today.
Oh, thank you. And you know, it's fun being on the show.
I appreciate it very much. Very cool. He's such a busy guy, and you know, he took time out, Phil, to join us on the program today. And man, what a great interview, huh?
I grew up listening to him.
Did you really?
The first time I ever seen him was on The Muppet Show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In the 70s. And he did Schools Out and all that stuff. It was better than the music videos in those days.
That's way cool. Very, 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 very cool. It's time now, 8:31. It's time for the Space Report. Let's head on out to Randy Siegel, who is standing by. And you remember Alice Cooper, don't you, Randy?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. That's a huge interview I just scored there.
I'm jealous. I was listening, but I'm jealous.
Well, you know, only on this program do we get the biggest and best celebrities like yourself.
That's right.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, take it away, Randy.
Okay, so let's go back in history. 1957. That's when the then Soviet Union launched their Sputnik 2 spacecraft into orbit. It was the second spacecraft to ever go into orbit, and this one was noted by the fact that it carried a dog on board. The dog's name was Laika. Unfortunately, Laika died on the fourth orbit due to overheating caused by an air conditioning malfunction. In 1966, the Air Force announced their Project Mole for Manned Orbiting Laboratory. They were going to have a Gemini spacecraft attached to a station, if you will, and use that to peer down on Earth. However, that program ended up being canceled. There were 17 astronauts scheduled for that flight, including the first African American, Major Robert H. Lawrence Jr. All of the astronauts, or the majority of them, were transferred to NASA, but Major Lawrence passed away in an accident with an aircraft. In 1973, the Mariner 10 spacecraft flew by the planets Mercury and Venus. They were the first spacecraft to perform flybys of multiple planets on its way. So Mariner 10 did one heck of a job on its way to Mercury. And then in 1994, we had the launch of the space shuttle, STS-66. And in this particular launch, it took off from the Kennedy Space Center, but landed in Vandenberg Air Force Base. Well, the astronauts on board the International Space Station continue to get ready for new visitors coming up. The station, having just celebrated its 20th anniversary in orbit, continues to provide good data. Flight engineer Kate Rubins reviewed rendezvous procedures for the planned November 15th arrival of 4 new astronauts to the International Space Station. The 3 astronauts that are currently up there will be heading back down to Earth shortly thereafter. In this case, launch will take place on the 14th with docking on the 15th. Mike Hopkins will be the commander of the flight headed to the space station with Victor Glover, Shannon Walker, and Soichi Noguchi. And what makes it interesting is Mike Hopkins became the first astronaut to be part of the Air Force's Space Force. So now he's a member of the Space Force as well. The Russians continue to work on the station along with Kate Rubins, Sergei Rusakov, and Sergei Kushevashchikov. They're both getting ready for the first spacewalk to take place on November 18th, where they will do science and maintenance work outside the International Space Station. The fare that the astronauts will eat on New Year's Eve could have been a lot better if they didn't delay a Progress spacecraft to 2021. So the astronauts hopefully have not eaten the pressed caviar, which was delivered previously to the space station. They like to bring in the new year eating black caviar. In September of 2021, the Russians will launch their science node to the International Space Station. The hope is that this science node can be launched finally to reach the station. The hope is that the multi-purpose science lab will launch at the end of April next year. A junction berth, that's going to be a new docking system, on September of next year. And then finally, the scientific and engineering module in 2014. That will complete the construction of the space station. In a rather interesting note, the Russians are now saying they are going to film the first featured film having a woman as the main character on board the International Space Station. The space drama, which has a tentative title of Challenge, is a joint project between Rusocosmos, Channel One, and Studio Yellow, Black, and White. Filming is scheduled to take place on the space station in the fall of 2021. They're hoping to beat Tom Cruise, who's supposed to go to the space station in the fall of 2021, and also work on a new film. So the battle of the films to the space station. We also know that the launch that was scheduled to take place today of the Atlas rocket will not be taking place today. They had trouble with an umbilical, and as a result, they've delayed that spacecraft till tomorrow. If all goes well, they hope to launch that vehicle on the 4th, and they will launch at 5:54. So far, it looks like they'll have good weather for that launch to take place. Also, SpaceX is continuing its march with another global positioning satellite, and they're targeting Thursday, November 5th, for a launch to take place at 6:24 p.m. Well, that should be spectacular because we have the sun setting and it gleams off the vehicle and makes it quite visible. The first launch of the Russian Soyuz carrier rocket that was postponed since March due to problems with the forgot upper stage and the corona pandemic in French Guiana is now scheduled to take place on November the 28th. The launch of the Soyuz STA rocket with the Forgot M upper stage will carry a United Arab Emirates-owned Falcon I-2 optical electronic Earth observation satellite. We also know that NASA's long-standing spacecraft Voyager 2, which has gone out to the heliosphere, is now more than 11.6 billion miles from Earth. And the spacecraft is so far south that it doesn't have a direct line of sight with radio antennas in the northern hemisphere. So they're jerry-rigging different ways to maintain contact with the spacecraft way out in deep space. Taiwan is planning to establish a national space center in a bid to promote aerospace industries while allowing for better regulation on relevant commercial activity. The bill was drafted by the National Space Organization, currently working under the auspices of the Ministry of Science and Technology to reorganize their space program with a budget of $87.4 million. SpaceBit is inviting university researchers to share data the London-based company plans to obtain from 2 miniature rovers scheduled to travel to the moon with astrobotic technology and intuitive machines in 2021. This is where another private company will be going into space. The Corona-19 pandemic has prompted SpaceBit to expand its international team to review its business strategy. Tomorrow, we hope to tell you about what else is happening and to get ready for a launch from the Vazhny Cosmodrome in eastern Russia. So until then, have a great day, everybody.
That's Randy Siegel with a Space Report. He's on the program each and every weekday at this time, giving you the latest and greatest information pertaining to outer space. 8:42 right now on the Get Up and Go show. It's time to head on over to Ellie's Downtown Deli, where Phil is standing by with some items that is they're going to make your mouth water, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Tell me about it.
Now, here's one of my favorites. The Italian combo.
Oh.
Ham, salami, provolone cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, oregano, mayo, Earl and vinegar, salt and pepper.
Earl and vinegar.
Yes, that's a wonderful hoagie. That is probably my favorite hoagie. So grab yourself one of those.
Okay.
And speaking of Italian, let's talk about the hot Italian press.
Oh,
that is awesome. Ham, salami, prosciutto. Is that how you say prosciutto?
Yeah, prosciutto. Correct.
Okay. Actually said something
Good
correctly
boy.
there. Fresh mozzarella.
About time.
Yeah. Tomatoes, onions, roasted red peppers. I'm talking about an 8-inch hoagie that will make your eyes roll back in your head.
Oh.
Goodness. And of course, don't forget the wonderful pies, brownies, and of course, my favorite, the half-pound cookie at Ellie's Deli. Ellie's Deli downtown in Stewart now has their patio back open. Plus, they are at around 50% dining right now with a full menu for pickup or delivery. Ellie's also has full dinners available for takeout, plus their fabulous desserts as well, as I mentioned, that half-pound cookie. So call 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. They're located at 18 South East 6th Street, just off of Colorado in Stewart. That phone number again is 772-781-6605. That's Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stuart.
Time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold opening up at $1,906.10 an ounce, and silver opening up at $24.28 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. 8:43 right now, news time. Once again, let's go to the news desk. Here's Phil.
Laura Trump was in Palm Beach Gardens. Now, she is the wife of the president's second son, Eric Trump. And she spoke to supporters about how important it is for everyone to get out and vote on Tuesday. And she also talked about the president's plan for his next term if elected. She said, make sure that people understand that they can't stay at home during this election, Laura Trump said. We've already seen record turnout in early voting, absentee and mail-in voting all across the country. And here in Florida is a must-win state. It's the president's home state, and we would really like another win here. Federal health officials on Friday issue new rules that will enable large cruise ships to start sailing again in the U.S. waters, although not immediately. Among the requirements spelled out by the CDC, ship owners must test all passengers and crew at the start and end of all voyages, which are limited to 7 days. To resume carrying passengers, the companies have to demonstrate that they have procedures for testing, quarantining, and isolating passengers and crew. They will have to build test labs on all ships and make their own arrangements to isolate and quarantine passengers on shore if needed. Before being allowed to sail, they will have to conduct mock voyages with volunteers playing passengers who get sick, the CDC said. Safety and security are top of mind as Florida voters head to the polls on Election Day.
The poll workers will be wearing masks, face shields, disposable gloves. They have been asked to wipe down all of the common touch points and to maintain social distancing.
Miami-Dade Supervisor of Elections Christina White says that unlike during the early voting period, you must go to your designated precinct today, and you must be in line by 7 p.m. to have your ballot counted. The Southeastern Conference has fined Florida football coach Dan Mueller $25,000 for his role in the bench-clearing brawl against Missouri. The league also issued half-game suspensions for Missouri linebacker Chad Bradley and offensive lineman Dylan Spencer. Each of them will sit out the first half of Missouri's next game against number 5 Georgia on November 14th. Also, Tampa Bay beat the Giants 25-23. The time now is 8:45. Stay tuned. We have traffic and weather together coming up next.
$8:46 the time right now, the Get Up and Go show. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Phil?
Right now, Florida Highway Patrol is reporting all highways are clear at this time. So make sure you drive safely out there, and that's your latest look at traffic. Right now in Hobe Sound, Florida, it's 73 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Here's the latest look at the weather from WPTV.
Happy Election Day, my sunshines. It's a cool, crisp morning in South Florida. Temperatures starting off in the mid-60s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs in the mid-70s, partly sunny skies, comfortable with less humidity and breezy northeast winds. Rain chances only at 10% for today. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, mainly dry with a few passing showers. By the end of the work week, the humidity starts to creep back in and temperatures return to their seasonal average. Highs back to the low 80s. Isolated showers possible with breezy east winds. Over the weekend, tropical moisture will move into the area. Scattered showers and storms possible through early next week. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
$8:50 the time right now. The Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Phil this morning. Bonnie's on vacation. I haven't heard from her yet, so I hope she didn't
get a call.
No, I hope she didn't drown in the hot tub. Anyway, it's time to take a road trip, a definite road trip to where no man has never gone before. That's because nobody knows where the home office is, where we get the top 10 list. So we're going to get on I-95, and we're going to cruise on down the road all the way up to Yeehaw Junction, where the top 10 list comes from, and then all the way back down here to Stuart, Florida. Where Phil is going to be standing by with today's top 10 list.
Thank you, Evan. And from the home office of Yeehaw Junction, Florida, part 2 of our trilogy for our big 2020 election, top 10 excuses for losing an election. Top 10 signs or excuses for losing an election. So here we go. Number 10, shouldn't have delivered all my campaign speeches in old Egyptian dialect.
Would you say that again in English, please? Because that just did not sound right.
Number 10.
I want to change I want to change the music for your top 10 list. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Number 10, shouldn't have delivered all my speeches in old Egyptian dialect. Number 9, low turnout amongst the strongest supporters, which were preschoolers and the recently deceased. Number 8, didn't know camera was on when I took a leak behind the podium.
Oh! Okay.
Number 7, should have kept quiet about saying hello, Dolly, 63 times.
Okay.
Number 6, misread the memo advising me to kiss babies, not kiss babes. That will do it right
I got
there.
that one. Yeah.
Number 5, didn't sign up for AARP, only $16.99 a year. See website for details.
By the way, the price is cheaper now.
Is it now? What is it now?
It's on $9.99. It's on special.
And you're keeping track of this?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you didn't
waiting
want
for it to get down to $5. That's what you can get me for Christmas.
Number 4, accidentally released negative I can't talk today. Number
What is
4,
wrong with you?
I don't know. I was doing fine all day.
Do you want me
Now-
to read that top 10
No,
list for
that's
you?
okay. There we
All
go.
right, go ahead.
Number 4, accidentally released negative campaign ad about myself.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Number 3, I should have took down that video of me doing the 1-chip challenge. Number 2, uninspired slogan. Vote for me if you get the chance. And number 1, wanted to campaign, but I couldn't tear myself away from listening to the Get Up and Go show on WSTU.
You're supposed to say, and there's your top 10 list.
And there's your top 10
Thank you. I
list.
was waiting for that.
Yes.
I didn't want to say anything. You need to go find your tongue.
You know what? I did great all morning, and then I screwed up my top 10 list.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's all right.
Weird, wild stuff.
Well,
Johnny
I have
Carson.
some stuff for you.
Do you know?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I have some stuff for you.
Hit me.
I will.
Do it.
I won't hit you too hard, though.
Okay.
Let me just get rid of this, what I have here. Okay. I love this song. Something about this song. I want to play it in church. I'm serious. It's a Fleet Flop song. I think they'd love it. All right. So I have the top 5 signs that your boss doesn't really like you.
Okay.
Okay. He asks you, here, I was going to read number 1 first. All right. See, I'm all messed up today.
You're messed up too. See,
All right, top 5
it's a
signs.
disease.
Top 5 signs your boss doesn't like you. All right, number 5.
Yeah.
Has your picture in the front lobby along with a sign that says "Need a hostage." Number 4, at the company picnic, tries to convince you that everybody else's dunk tanks have a piranha in them. Number 3, wants to know if you'd be interested in the company's new North Korean office. Number 2, he invites you to stop by his office and pick up something that rhymes with mink's lip.
Mink's lip.
Mink slip.
Oh, Mink's. Oh.
Get it?
Okay.
Pink slip.
Yes.
Yeah. And number 1,
yeah,
he asks you to step outside for a moment and you're on a submarine. That's your top 5 signs that your boss does not like you.
Okay.
Okay. Top 5 signs the boss doesn't like you. Now, of course, I have more top 5.
Of course you do.
Top 5 signs that you just got a bad haircut.
Oh, I'm getting that Friday.
And you're getting that Friday from your Telemundo babe.
My Telemundo hairdresser
All right.
babe. Yeah.
Coming in at number 5, the hairstylist offers to wrap your head in bandages. Right?
I could have done that a few times
Okay.
in my life.
Coming in
yeah.
at number 4, the man in the next chair over ran out screaming.
Do we need this for closed captioning today when we're talking at the end of the show?
Number 3, the stylist suggests that you not go anywhere for the next 6 months.
Okay.
Coming in at number 2, you're asked to sign a no lawsuit release. And number 1, the stylist picks up hair off floor and attempts to glue it back on your head.
Oh, geez.
That's the top 5 signs you've had a bad haircut. Now, of course, I've got more. But
course you
wait,
do.
there's more.
But wait, there's more.
The top 5 ways that you'll know you forgot your wife's birthday. Top 5 signs the way you know you forgot your wife's birthday.
you're treading on holy ground here.
Yeah. Number 5, Dr. Phil calls to say you're on your own. Coming in at number 4, the words happy birthday to Veronique spray painted on the garage door.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 3, funny she didn't have a Porsche when I left for work. Coming in at number 2, your clothes are all ironed, folded, and neatly stacked in the front yard.
Yes.
And number 1, the words you forgot again are carved in the hood of your car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder.
Yes, that is definitely
Okay.
a good reminder.
Okay, here's another one for you. I'm loaded today.
I can see it.
Top-
You're just unloading all sorts of material
I am.
here. Yeah.
The top 5 signs you've eaten way too much pizza. Coming in at number 5, you're sweating pizza sauce.
Yeah. I've done that.
Coming in at number 4, you can no longer see the floor.
Yeah. Okay.
That means you have Dunlop's disease. You know what Dunlop's disease is?
What is that?
That means your belly Dunlopped over your belt buckle.
Hey-o.
Coming in at number 3, Domino's stock tripled after your last order.
And you know what's funny? My wife just
Yeah.
got a Domino's in
Franchise.
put in her
Yeah.
in her plaza that she
Yeah.
owns. Yeah.
Coming in at number 2, you've got enough pizza crust edges left over. You can build a replica of the White House.
You know, I had a friend of mine who fed her dog the pizza crust.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Coming in at number 1, your belly button just popped off and it hit somebody in the eye.
Yeah,
That's
that'll do it right
top
there.
5 signs
yeah.
you've eaten way too much pizza. And finally,
Oh, good
finally,
Lord.
the top 5 ways to tell that jar of mayonnaise has gone bad.
What?
Yeah. top 5 ways to tell that the jar of mayonnaise has gone bad. Coming in at number 5, it starts hanging around the rotten broccoli in your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 4, the skunk comes to the front door and complains about the smell. Coming in at number 3, mayonnaise. I thought it was a chia pet. Coming in at number 2, removing it requires a hazmat team.
Yeah.
And number 1, when you open the refrigerator door, it literally growls at you.
You know what I like to do with expired mayonnaise? I plaster it on the wall to cover up the holes on the wall.
Oh, for like spackling.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
See?
That's a bad idea.
I can add to the top 5 list.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not a bad idea. I like that one.
And you can probably make a ball and throw it in the backyard to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that one. I just deleted something here. I should.
There you go again. You did that yesterday too.
Yeah,
You deleted that call.
I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Well, you know what the sound is, don't you?
Means we got to go home.
That means we got to go home. We got to get out of here.
Actually, I'm going to work.
Let's see if you remember this from yesterday.
Okay.
Okay. It's that time of the day to say chow mein.
Honduras.
And Arriva Dirty, folks. That's a wrap for the Tuesday edition of the Get Up and Go show. Bonnie's on vacation. She will be back. Next week. We'll check in with her and see what's been going on. Otherwise, have a great day. And we have a lot of love in the room here. We want to spread it out there amongst everybody else. Get out and vote and love somebody, without a doubt.
And then again, I could be wrong. They call me Phil.
Folks, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning right here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. News is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Bye-bye for now.